Salutations, my fellow dandies! It's me, Jack Dandy, for the final, hopefully, I'm pretty sure, episode of The Good Life. So I don't normally stream Sundays, but as I said when we finished on Monday, I'm almost confident that the last part of this is like an hour and a half long. So I didn't want to waste a slot in the week for it, but also, as you may or may not have seen, from tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. And it seemed weird to stream the last hour of a 12-hour game on YouTube, on Twitch, as one of my first streams. Salutations, Farfig. Good to see you. So I thought we'd knock it out today, round it off, and then it'd be nice, neat cut. First day of the month, all new games. I'm doing Animal Crossing, but that doesn't really count. That doesn't have a plot. That's just content. So, So last time on The Good Life, we have finished routes A, B, and C. They have all provided almost nothing in the way of actual clues towards figuring out who murdered murdered Elizabeth. The symbol turned out to belong to the old house of Bloodwood. I'm trying to remember now. The old house of Bloodwood, and their big secret was that they were hiding whiskey in a time vortex called Vampire's Blood. That was one of the routes. That was Route A. Route B was, I think, the glowing moss that we found was from an alien spacecraft, but was also unrelated. And the sword that was used to impale Elizabeth's corpse is missing, but had been stolen by a woman claiming to be the rightful Queen of England. I don't remember what happened with that. Oh yeah, I took the sword and then I broke it and then I sold the tip and returned the actual blade to the rest of the sword to the town hall as a piece of evidence. I think that's about where we are. I'm surprised I can remember as much of this nonsensical plot as I have, but there we are. That's what we've done. So, I had aspirations to go and do a load of more side quests this week, and I'd be able to start up with new clothes, a new house, all sorts of new stuff. That hasn't happened. Partly because I can't click on my PC without continuing the plot because I've got an email, but also just because I was busy. So there's not been a huge amount of progress since last time, but that's fine. I think until they fix the problem with the aluminium, I'm not going to bother, because it's just I cannot be bothered with the aluminium grind in this game as it stands. So let's check our emails and see what the daily what's it called? The Daily Turnbull? What? I forget what the newspaper that gives me my tasks is called. Lucy Turner from the... Hang on, let's click this one. Oh, she doesn't say. Well, this is Lucy Turner. Thank you again for your beautiful photographs. I hope getting that close to a badger didn't put you in any danger. Oh, and do be aware that you won't get any workers' comp, even if you do get hurt. Thanks to your work... Oh, this is just a photograph of red deer. That's a side quest, so don't worry about that. The science team is coming. The Morning Bell News. This is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. There's been a very sudden development that has changed things in a very big way. After completing the analysis of the 3 samples he sent us, Cortana's Edge, the Glowing Moss, and the Vampire's Blood, Dr. Anderson suddenly said that he needed to perform some field work. We're currently waiting for our CEO to respond, but it seems like everything else has been finalised within our department. In fact, I believe that our science team should arrive in Rainy Woods by 3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm very sorry for the late notice. There's no need for you to prepare anything special, of course. Our London branch will meet them at the airport and escort them. Just think of it as a little vacation, and spend your time off however you like. Doesn't it feel great to finally get some time off? Oh, and Daniel already sent us a detailed report on the local restaurants. He had a lot of criticisms regarding their seafood dishes, but I'm glad the food there generally seems to be edible. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'll be accompanying the team on their trip. Don't worry, I'll do my best to stay out of your hair. P.S. Did you know this was my first time seeing the UK? I'm so excited I get to visit the British Museum, the National Museum of Scotland, the Guinness Storehouse, the Tank Museum. Oh, I just can't wait. Also, we're finally going to meet Lucy. After just being a faceless name on an email for the entire game. This is Lucy Turner. This will be a very private email, so I'm sending it from my phone. You're familiar with Dr. Nicholas Anderson, the leader of the science team, aren't you? He's an extraordinary man. A while back, he won a ton of essay contests offered by the government and private enterprises. He earned himself a lot of scholarships and was thought as the kind of young prodigy who only comes around once in a century. He actually earned his first degree when he was 14 years old, before he was 14, so the story checks out. But as I touched on in one of my previous messages, he has some social issues. All of his scholarships and joint study research ended up being cut short before he could finish on them. He's been accused of power and sexual harassment more than a few times. Awesome. Our CEO, Miss Kelly, is a big fan of Dr. Anderson, and has somehow managed to snuff out all the accusations he's received thus far. In fact, rumour has it that when she tried to hire him to work at Morning Bell, she forced him to sign a contract that stated that he would never post on any social media site, either personally or as a representative of Morning Bell News. I just know that meeting him in person may leave you a bit perturbed, or angry, I guess. Just understand he's a man with many problems and try your best to withstand him. Lucy. Thanks, Lucy. And then an email from the mysterious E. It's me, E. An uninvited guest will soon arrive. Beware them. Beware of them? I don't know whether you'll give this email a proper reading or not, and I don't have the power to influence you into doing so, but let me just say this. Good or life? The choice is up to you. Oh, they're coming back around on the title. I thought the title was just going to be just a fluff title. The science team, huh? This can't be good. Guess it's still better than having bureaucracy up my ass, though. Lucy's something else. What does she think I'm supposed to do with all this time off she's given me? There's no spa, no nail salon, no gym, not even a friggin' pool. The entire town is all natural. Oh, well. All natural, not all natural. That's a different town. Ah, well, maybe I can hit up the usual suspects, make some pocket change in the meantime. So do I not have a main quest now? Shitty countryside holiday. Wait for the Morning Bell team to arrive. Oh. So I wonder how long that takes. I mean, should I just sleep until the morning, until the Morning Bell team arrive, or? Oh, I need to at least go and drink my beer of the day. Because I'm in the middle of a side quest, and if I skip it, I'll have to start over again. And then I guess I can just sleep until the following day, and then maybe they'll show up. So let's have a jog into town. I had sort of naive aspirations to finish all the side quests to coincide with me finishing the game, because when you finish all the side quests, you get a statue of Naomi to put in your garden. I don't know why. You just do. And I thought that would be a cool thing to finish on. But yeah, I'm nowhere near close to finishing all the side quests. And some of the side quests are actually locked out until I finish the game. I think because, like this one, I think because the person who lost the item is currently in house arrest, so I can't actually give it to them. There's a couple of other things as well, like I can't take a photo of Martha Berryman painting because she's under house arrest. So I'm at least somewhat like, I'd be annoyed if I'd gone to the effort of trying to do it and then realised I couldn't. But I'm at least somewhat happy that I haven't gone to the effort and it turns out I can't do it anyway. So I've saved myself the trouble. So I think this game's been patched to increase the.
See ya.
You're almost up on your week. Like, keep it up, or you have to start all over. I think I'm on day 4 or 5 of this.
Hey.
Let's get another toad in the. Oh, no. Toad in the hole. There we go. I've almost learnt the recipe on this one. Now, I mean, I guess I could. I don't really. There's not really anything easy to do, which is why they're all outstanding, really. Yeah. Well, that one's done. I just need to run into Emma. But I think she's also... She's not under house arrest because she's a child, but she's not in her normal places. And I do need to beat up and photo a deer. I don't know what these shrine missions are. I assume they're... You can't see it because my head in the way, but shrine missions. I assume that they're like a post-game thing. Because I haven't unlocked any. So... God knows. What do I got? Wait for the morning mail news. Uncover... Oh, that's... I'm still on. Let's just sleep. Let's just sleep for 18 hours. And get to the next day and see if that triggers the next part of the event. I assume Daniel will show up, shout lobster at me, and then bugger off without actually giving me contributing to the plot. When they do. That's normally how his whole shtick goes. Oh, I suppose I should see. Is the flamingo updated? Cursed artifacts, hydrangea, popular country inns, people with glasses, women eating. I do have a photo of a woman eating. And... that count as a cursed artifact? Probably not. People with glasses. No, John Berryman doesn't. Oh, well, thought I'd see if I could get lucky with a couple of random photos in my... stock. I don't think any of these will work. Oh, I got one. That'll work. Right, sleep for 9 hours. And then sleep for another 9. We've all had days like that. Salutations, cats. Good to see you. Alright, let's probably get another 6 just to... Well, okay, we'll do 3, that's fine. We'll do 3 and then another 3, I guess. That's also 6. There we go. So that's a full 24 hours we slept there. I'm hoping that's... How long did she say I had? I believe the night team should arrive in Rainy Woods by 3 PM tomorrow. Okay, so I probably need to sleep for another 6 hours. That'll give me just enough time to put my makeup, sleep, and maybe jog down to the pub and get something to eat. Science team's going to be here soon. At least he didn't tell me to go out and greet them or anything, but I should probably go say hi just in case. I really don't want to, but I guess I'll head out to the town square now. There we go. Beauty care. Take a shower. Keep my charisma up. The sparkles are annoying, I've got to be honest. But I suppose it's useful to know when you're... Well, I don't really need to know when I'm clean. I guess I just need a notification when I'm dirty, but... Whatever, it's like I'm hypersonic, it's fine. We've even got the blonde hair to match. Right, if I... I'm just going to switch... I'm just going to go and see if I can grab the... If I don't have the quest selected, maybe it won't count. There we go. Let's grab my beer of the day when I'm... This will be a good first impression of the science team. I can show up somewhat shit-faced with my beer of the day. but I don't want to risk starting the mission and then being occupied for the rest of the day and not having a chance to come and drink anything. There we go. That'll help with some of the stress I got from sleeping for so long as well. Yeah, so she sparkles when she's clean and dolled up. Yeah, there we go.
But today's not a payment day, is it?
None of your business. Just do us both a favor and keep your mouth shut.
Huh? Hey! Wait! Hey!
I told you to keep your mouth shut.
I don't know whether Hugh's a good guy or a bad guy. Like, he hasn't done anything particularly nefarious, just other than stealing my money. But I do owe them money. This is quite nefarious, though. He's taking me to a windowless room. Where am I?
Swine!
Silent subhuman. Oh, this is the Anderson guy I got warned about. He looks like a Pokemon villain. Nothing infuriates me more than creatures that can somehow speak despite having no concept of how to properly discuss a topic. Know this, subhuman. Questioning me in any way is a punishable offense. Subhuman? This must be Dr. Anderson. I mean... yeah, I can see why people would have a problem with him. But some subhumans have the capacity to coincidentally induce positive effects, much like the pattern I'm currently observing. Go on, thank your luck or your god, as you see you subhumans are so quick to do. And now, behold! Feast your eyes on these relics. There is certainly a better term for them, I know, but this will do for now. So that's the moss, the vampire's blood, whiskey, and the green goo? I mean, I don't know what that has to do with the sword. Where's the edge of Cortana? I thought that was the other relic. Alone, each relic is equivalent to nothing more than a piece of garbage. No, they are garbage, plain and simple.
That's science for you.
I mean, the whiskey was worth 3 million quid, mate. It's not that much. It's not that garbage. But when all three are utilized in unison, what do they create? A prime example of shocking, astonishing science. I'm not... There's definitely... The tip of Cortana is definitely missing. And so, I hereby name this scientific phenomenon the Trinity Incredibilis. Trinity what now? I'll decide its official name later. There are more important things to deal with. Yes, it makes perfect sense. Now that I've come all the way out to the United Kingdom, I will use an empirical approach to tease out the secrets of the Trinity Incredibilis. Open those turbid eyes of yours and watch closely, subhuman. Okay, he's way worse than I thought. I mean, yeah, he's just a straight-up Saturday morning supervillain.
What the... Hey, there...
I told you to silence yourself, subhuman. Now, commencing with today's exposure experiment on specimens A, B, and X. Exposure time, 3 seconds. End report. Now for a short lecture on the constituent parts of the Trinity Incredibilis.
I was pronouncing it right.
This tank contains a culture of glowing moss. One might consider this moss the main power source of the Trinity Incredibilis. Next, we have this gun. The gun itself bears no intrinsic value. Just a regular kid's water gun from a regular mall, with some slight modifications. The key here is what I attach to the muzzle. Cortana's edge.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
With this, I can provide directivity to the energy that is released.
What about the whiskey?
This alone is not enough to birth true science.
What does the whiskey do? Is you just drink
so
that?
So I will inject vampire's blood into the cylinder of this gun. This, in turn, will function as a catalyst.
Okay.
Behold, the Trinity Incredibilis ray.
So Hughes...
Exposure experiment 1 completed. confirming transformations of specimens A and B. No effects witnessed on specimen X. Proceeding to exposure experiment 2. Exposure experiment 2 completed. Confirming new forms of specimens A
Okay,
and
so
B.
he can...
No effects witnessed on specimen X.
He's figured out a way to do the thing that I've been able to do since pretty much the start of the game then.
This can't be good.
Well, subhuman, has the power of the Trinity Incredibilis ray shocked you to your very core? This is the power of science. The driving force that allows you subhumans to live your days in peace and happiness.
Nothing's happening to the big guy because Hugh's not
you
from
can
the
see,
village. He's from America.
This ray only affects those who hail from this town.
There we go, yeah.
But through repeated experimentation, I will quickly acquire the answer to this mystery. For that is the power of science. Science. Can you imagine it, subhuman?
I like that his
If
teeth get
every
bigger when he
human
opens
could
his mouth.
transform into an animal, every last
You know, like-
societal problem would disappear in a
Like all of our
flash.
teeth do.
We could turn all the unproductive subhumans like you into cats and dogs, solving the world's population and hunger problems. And that's only the beginning. Next, we'd employ militaristic might against ignorant savages who deny scientific prowess.
This guy's
This guy, cats and dogs still need to eat.
Fall short of the boundless potential.
What the heck is happening has happened. Nothing. This is a direct continuation from where we ended up last time. There's actually surprisingly little that's happened. Basically, the Morning Bell News have emailed to say the science team is showing up. The science team has shown up. He has combined the 3 artifacts, the Vampire's Blood Whiskey, Cortana's Edge, and the Alien Moss, into a gun that can forcibly transform the townsfolk into cats and dogs, and back again. Subhuman, are you listening to me? Yep, I'm listening. I currently lack the required number of specimen. I need a wider variety of samples, and you will bring them to me. Why don't I get Hugh to do it? He's like super-powered. Samples? I just gave you an order. You are to bring several more townspeople to me at once.
Seriously?
But that's abduction.
Lost your mind.
Don't you dare try and reinterpret my orders using different words. I will not allow you to waste another second of my time, for it would cause the entire human race to suffer. Your ignorance is nothing short of a betrayal to all mankind. But this is your last mission. Upon completion, Morning by News will award you amply for your performance. Wait, you mean? That's right. You'll be able to pay off your entire debt. Ah, cool. I can pay off my entire debt just by enslaving the town. All you need to do is obey my orders. Complete your task like a good robot would. An ideal job for any subhuman, wouldn't you agree? Just imagine it. Imagine what could happen in a world where humans are free to change into dogs and cats whenever they wish. We'd be able to track each other's pee. Ho, an uncharacteristically sharp assertion, subhuman. What if the detection dogs you see in airports could actually converse with elite narcotics agents? And what if police dogs could speak with veteran officers? No, what if they were the veteran officers themselves? Yeah, it might be cool. Looks like you're finally starting to understand the true potential of the Trinity Incredibilis ray, subhuman. And it should go without saying that this invention will only continue to contribute millions of dollars to great science. And when it becomes a commodity, those who assisted in discovering and researching the relics may even earn something. I could put in a recommendation for you, you know, if I remember, that is. As long as I do a good job, is that it? It appears as though you've finally begun to understand your place in the machine, subhuman.
For the sake of science.
In which case, there is no more time to waste. Bring me the following 3 specimens at once. Well, which one are you going to go after first? Make up your mind. I guess a highly intelligent specimen.
For the sake of science.
No, his hair is not a pompadour. How dare you? It's like a weird cow's lick thing? Like, yeah, is it a cowlick? Is that what they call it? The highly intelligent specimen. Do note that the term highly intelligent is only used in a comparative sense as far as rural inhabitants go. I've already satisfied my physically advantageous sample with David O'Reilly, which leaves only one choice. The specimen's name is Charlie Smith. Go and get to work, subhuman. Charlie Smith? Who the hell is that?
Lost your
And you
mind.
call yourself a researcher. He goes by the alias Norlock Homeless in this insular community. Oh, that guy. Telling him you found a prime suspect for the murder of Elizabeth may be a wise way to learn out. Take a photograph of me sitting in Elizabeth's wheelchair and use that to convince him. If my hypothesis is correct, Smith has a soft spot for Elizabeth. Stimulate that spot and he will do whatever you ask of him. It's kind of pompadour. It's not a pompadour! How dare you! It's too thin and wavy.
Swine!
What are you standing around for, subhuman? Haven't you ever heard of the saying, time is money? Bring my specimen at once! The cutscene hasn't even ended, you crazy idiot. Yes, this is quite the wheelchair. If enlarged, it could allow anyone to traverse public highways without a license. In fact, I can hardly believe such a fascinating discovery could have been made in this rustic city. Goddamn hellhole. What's that bad sign? This place with my dad. I'm severing all ties with him. I've got no choice but to do his dirt work now. I just need a little more patience and I'll finally be free. Free of debt hell at last. You have no choice, Amy. You just keep your chin up and get this done. Wet work. Okay. Isn't wet work like killing people? I mean, I guess maybe that's what's happening. Boom. Nicholas in a wheelchair. Do you have fun in your wheelchair? I'm going to take what's over here. It's a Super Bowl. I don't suppose you've got any aluminium in your lab, do you? Glass bead. Ancient fossil, dried entrails. Well, those are both good. I might not be allowed back in here, so. Drinking, awesome first aid kit. Is that a gun? Okay, I'm gonna take this gun then, I guess. Yep. Can I leave, or will you not let me take this gun? I thought I could take... Oh. Okay, well the gun went away when I put it down. That's what happens to guns in the UK, in fairness, because... Is this... Where am I? That's how we keep the gun crime down so much, by making the guns evaporate when you put them down. So not how you hold a gun. Well, I mean, that's how you hold a gun in LA. You hold it sideways like a gangster. Where is Norlock? Is he in the park? Is this where he hangs out? Hang on. Is he in the park or is he in the... Oh, he might be in the pub. Oh, he's in the pub. What's up, Norlock?
Hey!
Hey, listen, the poor woman Sherlock. I got something to tell you if you can't got your tongue, dear Hayward. It appears as if you're under a great deal of stress. Hiding a secret, are we? Well, that was quick. Yeah, you got me. The truth is, out with it now. Imagine you're at a confessional. I might have figured out who killed Elizabeth. Well, I simply can't ignore a lead like that. If you wish to spring me into action, you need to show me proof. Look, here's a picture of a man in the wheelchair in what looks like an Argos warehouse.
Oh.
Bleeding Nora. Yep, pretty damning photo, isn't it? What's this chap doing with Elizabeth's wheelchair?
Unbelievable.
William would never give it up. And besides, it's important evidence.
Unbelievable.
How did this happen? How? Right, thank you for this intriguing piece of evidence.
We'll meet again.
I feel I may need to look into this in greater detail on my own. I'll be in contact again later. In fish and chips. Aww. I had no choice, right? Goddamn hellhole. Redacted report back, part 1. Return to Nicholas. Okay. I get the feeling that I'm gonna get a point where I'm gonna. Well, I don't know actually. It might just railroad me. It'll either go that eventually I think she'll go. Do you know what? This goddamn hellhole's actually not that bad, and then she'll turn against him, or it'll give me the choice. And I probably have time to do both endings, just to sort of see what both of them are. I think I can just go back and reload one of my older saves. The subhuman is only as good as the method by which its master utilizes it. That's what I always say. I see you finally found the first specimen. What are you waiting for? Go collect the other two right now. You still have two left to find. Which you planning to go after next? The exceptional specimen. I don't know who...
For the sake of science!
The exceptional specimen. It's hard to find much variety in a bland prehistoric village such as this, but so be it. Martha Berryman should do fine as my average adult female specimen. The name of the exceptional is... Oh, Lynette, yeah, of course. The exceptional specimen I need is Lynette Burley. Now go get to work, subhuman. How's Lynette exceptional? I mean, if you're asking me, there isn't one normal person in this entire town, but still. Imbecile. These rural bottom feeders are nothing but the epitome of mediocrity. Any variance is a sliver of natural deviation. But Lynette possesses monstrous strength that is foreign to most females. She is deserving of special attention. That's what we call gender bias, in case you didn't know.
Swine!
Subhuman! How dare you accuse me of being a sexist? Oh, you know, stop saying and doing sexist things. When I say gender, I mean gender is seen from the biological perspective, physical and mental advantages. I simply wish to thoroughly analyze all elements that could re-influence future test results. Nothing more. Steal one of her sheep and bring it here. Once Lynette finds out that the sheep is here, she'll come of her own accord. It'd be wise to go for sheep when everyone else is asleep. I'll have a secret exit prepared for it. All right, jeez. Man, I'm doing sheep wrestling. Wrangling.
Swine!
What are you waiting around, standing around for subhuman? Have you ever heard of the saying, time is money? Bring me my specimen at once. I mean, you just told me to wait until nighttime. It's like, wait until nighttime. Now hurry up! It's like, I can't make time go faster. I mean, I can pass the time, absolutely, but I can't speed time up. I'm going to take your gun again. It's sad I can't bring this with me. There we go, it's gone into the ground again. Epitome is epitome. Yeah... I think that's one of those words where I do know that, but forget it every time the word comes up. Can you pronounce it epitome? Yeah, I think you're right though. I think I'm just pronouncing it wrong. But I think it's one of those words that I learnt wrong because I only read it, and I learnt it wrong for so long that I couldn't unlearn it. My brain's just stuck. It's just got to me every stream. Well, I'm sorry that my poor grasp of the English language is upsetting you so much. Oh, the hot words updated. I did say that he was like a Pokemon character when I first met him. He does have a very... He looks like one of the Pokemon villains from like Team Flare or something. Weird manhole covers. Is that another word for trousers? Ruins, crazy contraptions, potted plants, street signs. I guess that counts as a crazy contraption, doesn't it? Wheelchair. I need that photo, so I can't give that one up. Ah. Screw it. And with Hermione, you thought it was Hermione. I can see Hermione. Or Hermione. Like, yeah, if you don't ever seen it written down, there's loads of words where the English language is dumb like that. There's plenty of words where, I mean, you just have to watch me playing Final Fantasy XIV to see me constantly finding words that I have no idea how to pronounce, and then a character says it in one of the cutscenes where that's voice. It's like, oh, I've been pronouncing that wrong for the last 20 hours. Nice to know. Now, nice to know that the D in Alphano is silent, and it's not Alpha Nord. I think I was calling it Alpha Node. But yeah. Not like a potato-potato substitution. Well, that's what I don't know. I feel like I don't want to... I'm pretty sure it is a case that I'm just pronouncing it wrong. However, I don't want to look it up because it just makes me look like I'm being petty if it is the case that I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure Amy's right that I'm pronouncing it wrong. I will leave it to you, Chad. If you wish to Google it, by all means. This would have been a fun stream if this village was in Wales. Why? I'm a sheep stealer. How did it come to this? Relax, relax. It'll all be okay. Now I just have to deliver it to the mad scientist. Yeah, baby! Oh, pronouncing all of the Welsh names. Well, again, Final Fantasy XIV has Welsh names, and they are always impossible to pronounce. Like friggin' what's her name? The leader of Limsa Lominsa. The pirate leader of Limsa Lominsa is called. Hang on. This one I will Google. Maelstrom Grand Company leader. So she's called Chief Admiral. I'll post it in the chat so you can see how it's spelled. I have this power. That's the name. Chief Admiral now I was pronouncing it as Merlwib Blofhiswin, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Merlvib. Or it might be Merlvub. It's got the pronunciation on the Wikipedia. Pronunciation. That autocorrect it, auto-filled that in. How do you pronounce? Merlwib Blofhiswin. Actually, the surname is pronounced like it's written, Blofhiswin. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not Merlwib. I'm sure it's Merlvib. Oh, no, it's Merlzib. Whatever. Like I said, constantly, Final Fantasy XIV is tripping me up with the names of its characters. And it's like, I don't... Going at that name with no real knowledge of the Welsh language is just... It's... Good English lesson in the stream. Well, this is a Welsh lesson now. What have I missed? Suppose we don't misspell the word. I have to pronounce it misled by its spelling, epitome, but the proper pronunciation is epitome. Yeah, you had me second guess myself. So you would, like I said, I'm pretty sure you were right. I'm pretty sure you were right. It was one of those ones where I was like, I'm pretty sure you are right, and it's just a word that I've learnt wrong, and I learnt it wrong for so long that I can't get it out of my head. Okay, that should do it. Wait, why am I so sure about that? No, it's too late to be down myself. That mad scientist isn't working alone. He's got all that Morning Bow news backing him up. If I try to mess with them in the name of my own pathetic little justice, they'll just fire me and hire someone else to do the job. It'll be better for everyone if I handle this, as opposed to someone who doesn't know anything about how this town works. I mean, she does have a very reasonable point. It's like, I mean, I could do it and just lose my job and still have a $20 million debt, and they'd just get someone else to do it. Or I can just do it, and then my problems are solved. So, nice job back there, if you say so. Right. I'm heading out to Burley's farm. Now leave the rest in your hands. The farm? But why? You did your part, and it's time for me to do mine. They say that good work only ever follows a good rest, so just go home and rest for today. Oh. But I thought the whole point was that if I told her that the sheep was here, she'd come on her own accord. I wonder what keeps her so motivated to keep doing his job. Oh, maybe I can convert Hugh. Oh, I need to report back to Nicholas anyway. It's a fun language to listen to someone who can actually pronounce words properly. Hey, shush. Finally, at long last, you've brought me the second specimen. You subhumans are such slow, unproductive creatures. Now then, allow me to jog your inferior memory regarding the third and final specimen. He said jog my
For the
memory.
sake of science.
I don't think you actually told me about the third specimen, but whatever. An immature specimen. In other words, I need you to bring me a filthy little brat. Do know that you won't find many to choose from, as is par for the course, in the countryside of any advanced nation. In any case, it's absolutely essential that I get my hands on an immature specimen. I can't afford to be choosy here. The name of the specimen I require is Emma Macaulay. Now go and get to work, subhuman. If you can't afford to be choosy, then why not use the White Brothers?
Swine!
How dare you pollute my ears with your opinions, subhumans? Nevertheless, you bring up a valid point. I'll offer you a supplemental explanation just this once. For the time being, I'd like to refrain from any unnecessary clashes with Rudman White. And it'd be easy to force the Macaulays to accept an offering in the form of a compensation after all is said and done. In addition, acquiring Emma will also net me Charlotte and Clay as well. Kind of creature of your intelligence comprehends the full scope of how rational a choice this is. Just feed the brat some food laced with catnip when she transforms into a cat. Then, once she's 2 days to stand up straight, simply drag her here. That's always the best way to deal with snotlings. Just be careful with feeding her. She has the tongue of a cat. Ugh.
Swine!
What are you standing around for, subhuman? Have you ever heard the saying time is money? Bring that specimen at once. Again, I need to wait until it's the moon so she turns into a cat. You suck. Acquire a meal laced with catnip. Where was selling cat food? I have catnip. Can I just make my own? I guess I'll go sleep until everything's open again. Oh, unless... Do I have a book on me? I do not. Okay. I'm... I definitely have catnip. I might have cat food. If I don't have cat food, I'm pretty sure I can buy cat food from... You'd think the vet, maybe the... I can definitely buy from one of the shops. I'm sure I've seen it. Let me check my storage. Yeah, there's catnip. Oh, wait, no, that's my store. That's my inventory. I just took one piece of the catnip out of my inventory. Alright, those are my decorations. Oh, I'll grab a little book so I can pass some time. Saves me sleeping. Okay, no, I don't have any cat food. Oh, when did I learn to make... Oh, from the... When we time traveled and I ate all the food. I remember now. There we go. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. She reads quick. 4 hours for a small book. Actually, no, I suppose 4 hours for a small book's about right. I could probably read a book in 4 hours. Fortunately, they tell me who I need to go to, and it is the... I knew it was somewhere weird that sold it.
All right there.
Oh, good grief, I'm just a little tired. The job I'm working on right now is a real pain in the ass. Speaking of which, do you serve anything with catnip in it? Catnip? Mine, that's not naughty every day. Let me have a think. Right. I think your choices might just be my stargazy pie with catnip pudding powder, or my catnip-laced summer pudding. And before you ask, the catnip replaces the cinnamon in the pudding. You're way more prepared for this than I thought you'd be. Oh, good grief, what can I say? I'm a pro. Just promise you won't go use my food for anything untoward. Oh, no, of course not, I promise. You need to be especially careful on those 2 days between a full moon and a new moon. You walk around with food that's got catnip in it during a time like that. Remember, the team cat might then find themselves in a right old state. Good grief, thinking about it gives me the wibblies. Alright, well, give me the pudding. So do I just hold on to this for a few days?
Yeah.
Oh, you really are a pro. No, he's eating mushrooms. He's big on the mushrooms. Sorry to keep you waiting. Another great part about this dish is it still tastes great even if it gets cold. Oh, but whatever you do, don't feed it to a cat. It'll make them all tipsy like, and then you'll be in for a world of trouble. Okay, I owe you one. No, don't eat it. Pick it up. There you go. Right. I'm a ways off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put this down. I'm hoping that food doesn't go bad. But I'm just going to have to sleep over and over again until it gets to a new moon. I think I'm 2 nights out, maybe? So I'm going to go put this down. I'll go get my beer of the day and some food. And then we'll do some sleeping. I will say this game has the main storyline of this game. I was thinking about this earlier today. I think that the main storyline of this game and the rest of the game. I think I'd enjoy this game a lot more if it had a different main story. But I still like the main story. I just don't think it fits this game very well.
Hey.
Like, I feel like it would have been better if they'd made these into 2 separate games, and had the life simulator stuff be more like a Harvest Moon style game or something. Oh, hang on. No, I need to set the right quest. You can't use the fridge, but it's there. Yeah, again, it's entirely possible that it was stuff that was just cut out when they actually... Like, I get... There's a lot of stuff that I feel like was there for a reason, and then they had to cut it out, and... Like, the fact that you can't cook stuff from your storage is probably the most annoying thing. Your last beer of the week. Oh, you're more hardcore than I thought. Definitely agree that I'd like to become more hardcore than I ever planned to be pointlessly hardcore. Oh, come on, wipe that puss off your face. I don't want that talk in my pub. Besides, nothing's ever really pointless in life. You think so? Of course I do. If some big smarty pants doctor told you that drinking is pointless, you'd actually believe him and give it all up.
Nope.
Nah, probably not. And nothing's ever pointless. Just trust me on this one. It'll make your beer taste better too. Well, then I guess I have no choice but to agree, I guess. You already are a pro when it comes to drinking. You know just how to get the most enjoyment out of it all. How about I help you enjoy your beer some more then? The truth is, I give it a special present to every idiot who manages a full week of me beers of the day.
Yeah,
Really?
baby.
Hell yeah! Here's your reward for completing my challenge. Don't be a stranger now. What'd she give me?
Thanks, as always.
So it's like 65 quid. Is that the special reward, is it? I mean, that's fine, I guess, but... Well, at least I don't have to... At least I don't have to remember to keep doing that. I thought the special reward would be something, you know, actually special.
All better now.
It
Woohoo!
doesn't even feel like... Have I... Let me just check something. Manage game and add-ons. Version 1.6. So they have patched it, but they haven't... They said they were going to increase the side quest rewards. Oh, that's crap. 65 quid. What did you give me before? Like 20? I was hoping they'd increase the rewards like... Well, you know, an amount that's actually useful to me. Alright, I mean, that's not even enough. I don't even know what I could buy for 60. Don't ask why she's Irish. That means your Irish accent is getting better. Great! She's Irish because she's Irish. Like, the actual character is Irish. But it's good that you recognise my accent as Irish, although it does sometimes... My accent sometimes drift, depending on time of day. I don't know. Well, just however, they should decrease the yeah babies. No, they should increase them. She should. Damn it. They should increase the yeah babies. Naomi should be yeah babying more things. Like, I'm going to bed. Yeah, baby. I'm going outside. Yeah, baby. I'm taking a photo. Yeah, baby. I'm kidnapping people. Yeah, baby. Alright, well, good. Fortunately, since I finished that side quest, I don't have to actually go and do anything, so I can just keep sleeping. So I've still got a lot of... No. Yeah, baby! I don't mean no, baby! The good thing is that it will interrupt me when everyone starts turning into a cat and dog. So I think it's probably tomorrow. Oh, unless the little pips around the side are... Oh, I don't know how the calendar works. I'm just going to keep sleeping. Fortunately, so if you don't do anything and just sleep all the time, you don't actually use up a huge amount of... You actually don't use up a huge amount of food or happiness. Like, my happiness is at 100%. Naomi's incredibly happy to just sleep for 4 days in a row. Now, dang it, not 3. This is a good tip if you... I had to do this a few times when I was at university or something, when you were... and for a few years after university, when you're a bit shy on cash and you need to just pass the time until payday. Just sleep. Just sleep for, 40, 50 hours. Okay, tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. Because I'm looking at the little moon symbol in the top. That food has got to be bad by now. You make a good point. Let me... And I'm still sparkling. I'm still sparkling. I feel like food... I feel like you should have to offset lots of sleep more than I am, but all it does is gives me a bit of stress. Oh. Okay. It has apparently been stolen by time. So, right, what we'll do is we shall get a heavy book. We've got 2 heavy books from storage. We'll go buy a new one. And then we'll just wait in town centre. That's probably the best thing to do. Oh, well, let's tell you what we'll do as well. In case there is a choice, and the ending goes in 2 different ways, let's save so I don't have to do that again. Just going to have so many bed sores. Ah, it's fine. A few bed sores never hurt anyone. Oh, wait, no. The opposite. Just put some... It's fine. My sparkles protected me. I've still got my hyper... Oh, it wore off. I should tidy it. I should go and shower. My hyper mode wore off. We'll take a shower. 4 days in bed. She's probably got quite a strong musk at this point. Why don't I read one book, then buy it and then read another? I don't know, because I've never used them before, how long the big books use up. And what I don't want to accidentally do is use the big book past the point where the mushroom guy closes. That said, I'm pretty sure he's open quite late. And it's 1 o'clock. Like, oh, Naomi, so good to see you. We We feared the worst. We hadn't seen you in 3 days. We thought that big fella from Morning Bell News had come to tidy you away. So that's for a side quest I'm doing. I need those. 9 p.m. Nah, let's not risk it. Give me my catnip lace pudding.
What's up?
I guess I just... I mean, I'll go and stand over by where she is. And then just wait for her to... Just standing over there with his catnip lace pudding, and she's just looking at me like, yeah? It's like, nothing. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do, actually. Oh, no, wait, Charlotte. No, you're the other... I don't need you. I need the other one. Dang it. Charlotte's... I was going to turn in my other side quest while I was waiting, but Charlotte's the one who needs the... She wants me to see any leather jacket. Yeah, I don't have the leather jacket yet, sorry. Oh well, I'll just stand here and wait an hour. Just wait for you to turn into a cat. Don't worry about this pudding. I just, you know, I sometimes like to run around with pudding. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like to run around with pudding? What's up, Benedict? Yeah, bye, Benedict. It's weird that you let your, like, 11-year-old granddaughter just hang outside the front of the house until 11 p.m. I wasn't ever allowed that this late when I was her age. When it got dark, your mum would go to the front door and call you in. You know? Which was annoying, because in the winter it gets dark quite early, and you're like, but it's only 4 o'clock. And it's like, yeah, but it's getting dark. It's like, I haven't even got home from school yet. What are you doing here? It depends which pudding. Well, this one clearly isn't. Oh, God damn it, is it not? Is it not tonight? I thought it was tonight. It might be tomorrow. God damn it. They change. I'm pretty sure they change at 11 p.m. Does it knock me out? No, it doesn't knock me out because I'm not. It only affects people in the cat form. Catnip doesn't. I don't think catnip affects people anyway. But just stand there for a day. I mean, I do have another book, but it's fine. I will. In fact, I'll tell you what, because I just spent... Okay, yeah, so now the circle's all the way filled up. What I'll do, because I just spent money on it, and I'm pretty short on... I'm so short on money. Let's load my save that I did, cleverly. Sleep another day, and then we'll just do the same thing we just did there. Yeah, but by the time I have the cutscene, that'll be too late because I won't be able to buy the pudding. That's why I need to go. I need to do it before the cutscene happens. Right. So if I sleep for another 9 hours. Hey, salutations, Stratus. Yeah, baby, indeed. See, Citratus knows what's up. More yeah, babies. I'm doing my beauty care. Yeah, baby. Taking a shower. Yeah, baby. It's 11 that the cutscene happens. I'm pretty sure it's 11 until 8. It might be 10. I think it's 11 p.m. until 8 a.m. is the time when people turn into cats. and it hit 11 o'clock, and I hadn't had the cutscene yet. So, but I'm almost definite that it's tonight because the circle's full in the top right now. So I'll go and buy the pudding. We will go and stand over by the small girl, and then we will read a book or something. You, pudding me. Are you out in the... Oh, I can get the eggs this time. Oh, well. Like I said, I'm shy on money at the moment, so... Although I do have a fossil. I could probably find someone to sell that to. That's worth 100. That's my #1 source of money. Oh, am I early now? Are you... Oh, you're Emma. Brilliant. Emma, do this thing. That one. Where'd she go? Emma? She was there. She was literally just there. Why did she disappear? Oh, dang it. Is it because do I need to have... Oh, she literally disappears. No, she teleports to different places as well. Well then. You are a frustrating little girl. I want you to know that. Fine, I'll get you. Fine, we'll finish the story quest and then I'll worry about you. Right, look here.
Guess it really does work.
Well done. Leave the rest to me.
No, Emma's
Well
not an
done,
alien.
huh?
She was just being possessed by an alien.
Am I really doing the right thing? Once my debt gets paid off, I can finally escape this hellhole. I just did what I had to, okay?
That's not what the line said. There you go. Okay, cool. So your gun works. You already knew that. This isn't science anymore. He's just having fun.
Incredible! Truly incredible!
He's wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Hi. Can you possibly comprehend the full scope of how incredible this is, subhuman? Ugh, I knew this was a bad idea. Why are you even doing all these tests anyway?
So?
Why?
Swine!
Subhuman, did you just question the purpose of my experiments? Yes. You know, I happen to thoroughly enjoy subhumans of your ilk. Allow me to explain exactly what purpose these tests will serve. I will begin by showing all the other subhumans a video of my Trinity Incredibilis ray, transforming the people into dogs and cats. Then, I will have the psychology experts spread the word on how this phenomenon is good for your health. Lastly, I will have rotten lawyers draft a policy that will make my entire operation legally watertight. I'll be a trifle when I think of all the subhumans who will happily line up to hand over their hard-earned money.
Nope.
Yeah, right. People will catch on to a scam like that in no time. Bury your ass in all kinds of accusations and attacks.
Ridiculous.
Imbecile. Why would I ever want to avoid that? In fact, I'm going to make sure I encourage the hate. I'm going to use my Trinity Incredibilis ray to transform all the subhumans in this town into cats and dogs. Then I'm going to stream it live on the internet as miraculous new treatment that could save your life.
Seriously?
If you do that, all those subhumans out there who think they're so smart and clever will watch my stream and say, it's fake, it's so obvious, ban that asshole's account. But then another group of subhumans who are willing to grasp at anything in order to sustain their health will rise up and say, they're trying to cancel this revolutionary new medical treatment. It's a conspiracy run by power-hungry corporations. I mean, he's not wrong. You really think it'll go that smoothly? Of course it will. How could subhumans react any other way? And the subhumans whose excess funds are burning the biggest holes in their pockets will rise up and say, those bigoted hicks out in the countryside actually tried to keep this miraculous new treatment secret from the rest of us. If something that amazing really exists, then I deserve to have first dibs on it, because I've got the money to pay for it. And once they... Are we ever going to solve this murder, by the way? And once they succeed in deleting my video and my account, they will inadvertently prove the conspiracy theory was true. Subhumans who wish to try this new medical treatment will instantly start registering the moment I start reveal my new facility. Morning-bound news stocks will skyrocket and my research funds will multiply infinitely. And in the end, my research team will go down in history forever. You do... We're back. I think we're back. We got disconnected. No, I don't. I was just reading chat while I was waiting for it to reconnect. No, I don't think he knows that I can turn at will, and I feel like letting him know that information is probably a bad idea. And thank you, Farthig. I got. He kept sending me these emails asking me to upload photos of stuff, and she's one of the side quests that needs you to get loads of aluminium, so I never progressed in it. But I did get an email just before, at the beginning, when I got the emails about the science team saying, you know, watch out, this guy's dangerous. Or don't. But she's the... Actually, no, she did say I needed to choose between good or life. Get it? Good. Life. You needn't worry. I am a fair man. I would ensure all who cooperate with me attain their own piece of the glory. Yeah, from the other side. Rejoice, subhuman. Your name will also be recorded in the great book of scientific history. Hell if I care. Well, he's already laughing for me. I don't need to laugh. Is that Lucy? I thought we were going to meet Lucy at some point. Oh, that's Flora. I guess she's the CEO. Mic test, mic test. Can you hear me? Yes, and it appears there isn't much lag. Good. Looks like that satellite connection was worth its exorbitant price after all. Of course it was. You expect a modern scientist to go on researching in a primitive region that lacks internet access? Well, good to know we managed to kill two birds with one stone. Now, I want you to silence yourself for a moment, Nicholas. It's very nice to finally make your acquaintance, Naomi Haywood. I am Flora Kelly, CEO of Morning Bell News. That's some Zoom background you've got there. Oh, so you're the big boss. In that case, I've got something to say to you. This mad scientist of yours has no concept of what human rights are. He's nuts. Everything that goes on in this little lab of his is a total compliance nightmare. Is your entire HR team asleep at the wheel? Yes, that all sounds very complicated. And how can you ever sign off on any of this bullshit? Listen here, my little idealistic journalist. What do you think is necessary in order to uphold human rights? Well, the Constitution, laws, activist groups and stuff.
What?
How naive. Money is all you need to uphold human rights. And so we make as much money as we can and pay taxes as we are legally obligated to. I mean, that's not how the Geneva Convention really works, but okay. Then the government uses that money to protect the human rights of all the other people in the whole wide world. To modern people like us, stocks with long-term growth are far more important than short-sighted human rights problems. But the more time passes, the more global our world becomes. This is... I'll reserve judgment until we get to a point. How many of the 196 countries in our world do you think are seriously worried about human rights issues? To the modern world, human rights are minor league products with very low profit margins. Now, is that the only direct appeal you have for your CEO, Ms. Journalistic Justice Warrior? In that case, I'll leave the rest to Lucy. Lucy, if you'd be so kind. Huh? But I thought Lucy was supposed to be over here. What? You're actually supposed to be physically travelling with them? How awfully antiquated of you. It's 8 hours from JFK to Heathrow, then another 8 from Heathrow to Rainy Woods. Talk about a waste of time. Bye now. We're going to meet Lucy. Hey, Lucy! This is our first time doing a video chat, isn't it? You've got the same background. Hi there, it's me, Lucy Turner, special correspondent from Division 2 at CEO of Office Morning Bell News. You know, Lucy, I have to admit, I never imagined your company was this bad. Now, I'd like to begin by going over the current schedule. First, tomorrow morning, before that, Lucy, just answer one question for me. Are you on their side too? Miss Hayward, I'm afraid I don't understand your question. Unless you have any other pressing matters, I'd like to return to the task at hand. Oh, that reminds me. I really like that story you sent me. The one about Dick Whittington and his cat. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, Lucy's on my team. She's giving me secret messages. Now then, back to the schedule. Yeah, Lucy's on Team Naomi. Even Lucy betrayed me. How could I have been so stupid? I need to do something. I can't let them get away with this. I know. I'll just tell everyone in town what's going on and get them to help me out. Hey, I kidnapped some of the people in your town. Sorry. End of the line. Yeah, skip this. This is everyone's turned back into humans now. Oh, wow, they really do mean I need to talk to everyone. Okay.
Leave.
Hey, got a minute? I've lost all faith in you, Private Hayward. You best make yourself scarce. Oh, do they not like me?
Get lost.
Get out of here. Oh, they won't... I can't... That means I can't eat. Oh, dang it. Well... Let's hope I don't die doing this final mission from hunger.
Go.
Hey, so when do you think you'll be getting out of our hair? Okay. I don't have to talk to everyone.
I get the feeling you're not flavour of the month around here anymore, Naomi. Don't worry, though. They're not mean enough to take the house away from you. So if you get a bit peckish or need a nap, you can still head home.
Oh yeah, I get to cook food, I suppose.
Not sure I'd recommend it, but Dr. Anderson might even give you some food if you're desperate.
Oh, it's playing the theme song. Okay, I still have people to talk to.
Out of here,
Please just
dude.
don't talk to me. Oh, okay. I feel like that they've played this a little too early. But I mean, okay. You end up being even more of a prat than I took you for. How did people find out about me betraying them? I thought I was doing it really secretively. This is unfortunate. Morris,
Away with you.
I'd vacate from the premises as I were you. It's gonna make all your side quests problematic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a post game to this game, and I haven't just like screwed myself out of doing all of my side quests. I hope. So there's got to be some kind of redemption arc for Naomi. I've got a cold. I have nothing to say to you. You'd best leave town as soon as you're able. You took the Hippocratic Oath. You can't turn me away if I'm ill. You can't just go to the hospital and then the doctor says, "No, I don't like you. I don't like you." You don't even talk. Like, I'm not even going to know that you don't want to talk to me. Oh, damn it, I did catch a cold. Oh, my stamina's gone. I got no stamina now. I'm going to have to go and cook something. Benedict, look, I'm sorry I kidnapped your granddaughter.
Right then, off with you.
How easily we crumble under the devil's temptations. Oh. Jan,
Out, I
you
say.
broke your poor auntie's little heart. Shoo away with you. Oh. Alright, I just got Salome left to talk to. I'm gonna go and get something to eat first. Because the rest of this game's gonna be awkward if I don't have any life. This is a cool theme song, though. It's almost definitely going to hit me with my... I think every part of this game has hit with a copyright strike. Not a copyright strike, but a copyright notice. Because so much of this game uses, like, copyrighted music for, like, really weird parts of the game. What can I eat? Oh, I need the storage. Any time. Right, potato, pork. Oh, I don't know what foods I've got. Hang on. What can I actually cook with what I've got? I need something that increases my health. Healthy. I need beef and mutton, and I don't think the person who sells mutton is currently being held captive by an evil scientist, so that's probably not going to work. Beef, unfortunately, the butcher won't speak to me. Oh, I do have some badger meat. I could make that. I'm pretty sure I got badger meat. Badger. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's get another potato. We'll make 2. Why not? End of the game. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy and have 2 badger meals. Can you kick these people? I can, but I don't. They haven't done anything to deserve it this time. I'm the bad guy this time. Like I said, I need to have a redemption arc.
I'm stuffed.
Let's make another roast badger. See, me eating all of that food at the castle is paying off. What's my hunt? Oh, it's at max. I think I'll cook. Can I just cook something to get me back up to? Oh, do I have any tea? Oh, there we go. Give me some stress relief. I'm very stressed after abducting numerous residents from the town. I could make some buttered toast, but that won't make me healthier. Healthy tomato simmered badger. Oh, I could make a badger with a tomato. Oh, instead I had 2 roast badgers. Oh, that'll work. Rosemary, thyme. No, it won't. I don't have any thyme. Pigeon meat. I don't think I've got any thyme in the. I guess I can make a salad. There's not much in it, is it? Tomato, cauliflower, and cucumber. Oh, I never covered this. They got the names of the vegetables wrong. So they've got this as a courgette, but it's supposed to be a turnip, and they got that as a zucchini, which it is, but it's also a courgette. And they've got the wrong name on the wrong vegetable. And it's weird because the quest that requires the courgette does ask for parsnips, but then it asks for a courgette. So it's just, yeah. I found that out in between, I think, the second and third stream, and I forgot to mention it. It's just, yeah, straight up wrong. The wrong name for the wrong thing. Let's make a big salad. And then I'll take some cold medicine. There we go.
I'm stuffed.
Boosh. Because there's very little point. Oh, I'm on 70. It should be fine. There's very little point in me taking cold medicine when I don't have max happiness. Because I'll just catch a cold. Max healthiness. Because I'll just catch a cold again. I think you were right until about sort of 50%, but I don't know how long I'm going to be in. I don't know how long I'm going to be in the rain for. So, okay. One last person, Salome, the other person whose granddaughter I abducted. Like I'm literally a child snatcher now. I laced a pudding with a drug. And stole a child. So the Morning Bell News better have a lot of money in order to get those crimes made legal. Feel like you should be able to make a raincoat or at least buy an umbrella. Yeah, that would be nice. Hi, Salome.
Off with you.
Oh no, you don't dare talk to me, you revolting little worm. But you've got a side quest. I saw your green exclamation mark. Oh, it's Daniel. He's not from town. He'll still like me. Technically, Hugh stole the child. You're right.
Lobster!
I only drugged the child. You're right. I can still take the moral high ground. Hooray. Hi, Dan. You're the last person I want to see right now.
Lobster! Hey, what's your game?
How am I the last person? Hey, anyone out there who can do a cooler pose than me? Yeah. Hey, you don't see myself today, yuppie. You sure you got what it takes to keep on keeping on out there? Oh, I know. I'm going to take a picture so you can see just how much of a sore loser you look like today. Do whatever you want. Damn, something's really got you down. Don't tell me you're thinking about quitting the newspaper business. I might be at this rate.
What's that?
Huh? What did you just say? You think a talentless scrub like you could ever make a living doing anything other than smithing words? And you still have that big-ass debt, don't you? Why would you throw away the only good thing you got going for you? I don't want to, but... Enough whimpering already. Just tell me what happened, yuppie. I'll give you a little counseling session for free just this once. Well, you see, blah, 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 the entire plot of the game. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Serves you right, Benedict Arnold. I know I deserve it, okay? You don't need to rub it in.
Hey, what's your game?
You don't get it, dummy. They're not trying to ostracize you. What? They're still being kind to you, even though you don't friggin' deserve it.
What's that?
Hey, come on, you stole shit and even kidnapped people. I mean, the stealing shit, I've been doing that all game. If we were anywhere else, you'd already be in the can by now. But then, I mean, there are no police here. We've covered this. The single policeman is a man called Sherlock Holmes, Hemlock Holmes, whatever his name is. And he's not a real cop. He's not a real detective. He just has a bird on his head. Like most policemen. No, a single one of them turned you in, right? They just told you to leave. Oh. Took you long enough. Now you've got it figured out, you know what you really need to do, right? Yeah, I need to stop Morning Bell. I need to take responsibility for what happened and stop those assholes. Otherwise, I'll just be accepting the death of journalism. Social media gave everyone the ability to become a news source themselves. But without justice, that's just a random piece of social commentary, sweary. Without justice, the news business will crumble like a pillar of dust. We're real pros. We need to use the power of the news to stop people from screwing everything up. Just how stupid are you? You think that shit has anything to do with being a real pro? Oh, right. It was still a pretty good speech, though. I don't usually say this, but it brought a little tear to my eye. A tiny one, but still. Out of respect for that wicked speech of yours, I think I might just help you out on this one, yuppie. Daniel, really?
Hey, what's your
You
game?
frickin' jowed ahead. It's still too early to be thanking me. I mean, we can't clean up this whole mess by ourselves now, can we? We need to find someone in town who's willing to help. Got any ideas, yuppie? Someone in town who's willing to help out. I mean, either the witch or... yeah, there we go. A witch! Damn, you got some weird connections. You're a daft one, ain't you? I know. So just start off by apologizing. I'm really, really sorry. No need to apologize, sweetheart. I only figured out just how foolish that silly little head of yours was. But I'm happy to see that you feel at least a little guilty for what you did. So I'll forgive you. Thanks. I owe you one, Granny. I see old ladies like her in San Francisco all the time. Pretty good friends with some of them, too. All right, Lucy, it's meeting time. Lucy? But she's... Huh? Come on, yuppie. Don't tell me you didn't notice. Huh? Notice what? Didn't Lucy mention the Dick Whittington story to you? I think you mentioned it. She did. That's the story about the guy who made a biku bucks thanks to his cat and used it all for charity, right? So by that, Lucy's trying to say that there's a way to use Morning Belle's evil plans to do some good, you idiot. It was all a code. I mean, I noticed that it was a code, but I thought she was just being literally like, go and investigate the Dick Whittington story. Ain't that right, Lucy? Yes, Daniel, that's exactly what I meant. Deep down, you knew you could still trust me, right, Naomi? Oh, I like that all of his desktop items are just lobsters. Secret 1, Secret 2, Secret 3, and lobster! Oh, and his desktop is... something lobster? I can't figure out what that word is just from the S and the exclamation marks. Yeah, of course I did. I was like, yep, that's my Lucy. I knew I could always count on her. Oh. What are you looking at me like that for? I'm glad to see that your spirits have been lifting a bit, Naomi. Thanks. Now, let's get down to business. Can you do a Boston accent? I've been doing a Boston accent, Farthik. How dare you? I've been doing a Boston accent for the last 5 minutes. Before I begin, I'd like to just make one thing clear. I don't think that physically stopping the stream will get us anywhere. After they deal with us, they'll just try and do the same thing again. Instead, we need to make sure that their plan ends up benefiting us instead. They know that the stream will incite criticism and that they've even worked that into their plan. What if it ends up inciting more backlash than... Shut up! My Boston accent is impeccable! What if it ends up inciting more backlash than they're prepared to handle? We can utilise that to get the people on our side. It makes sense, but how the hell are we going to do something like that? Imagine what would happen if they fired the ray at the townspeople when they were already transformed. A strange laser being fired at cute little cats and dogs, and nothing happens. What would people think? Damn, that's wicked smart, Lucy. People are going to lose their shit. Just think about it. A huge news agency streaming animal abuse live. I'm from Boston. And Morning Belle's been advertising the Trinity Incredibilis ray as some miraculous new medical technology or whatever. So if they fire it and it just fizzles out, they get torn apart even more for faking everything. I don't know, though. I think there's a few problems with this plan. I mean, what if Dr. Asshole decides to fire the ray at human beings?
Yes.
I can interfere with the streaming plan. We need to show cute kitties and puppies if we want people to keep watching through to the experiment. That'll force them to fire the ray at cats and dogs to keep the plot of its attention.
True.
That should work. It's batshit crazy, but it should work. Made me think of another problem, though. Morning Belle is this big-ass global corporation, right? Unless we get a boatload of people to watch this animal abuse video, it ain't gonna gain any traction. We'll use Flamingo. Naomi has around 150,000 followers, and Daniel has around 90,000. Do I have that many? I thought I had about 1,000. I'll have our marketing team work on boosting those numbers even further. Neither of them will be able to upload any photos to Flamingo while we're working on this. But until the day of the stream, I'll make sure both accounts attain international notoriety.
Seriously?
You people can really do that? Jeez. Alright, last question. How do we make sure that nothing happens when the ray gets fired? Yeah, I was just about to say that! We'll need everyone's help to solve this one. First, we'll need to make sure the device can't be used until the stream begins. They're using vampire's blood to power the Trinity What's-It, right? Then it's simple. We'll just guzzle it all down before the stream starts. Sounds good. Best of luck. Vampire's blood is ultra-rare whiskey, right? Sounds like a job for me. I'm not going to let you youngsters show me up here. You know what I was just thinking? Yeah, I'm really glad Lucy's on our side. Right, so what am I doing? And are we ever going to go and solve the murder of Elizabeth? Sneak into the lab and drink all the vampire's blood. You need the rev. I don't need the rev. I'm the drink queen. I've got a sizable liver. Just you watch. Sage. That's a pine mire. Trying to do a Boston accent. I'm not trying to do a Boston accent. I am doing a Boston accent, okay? Look, I'm telling you, you've never been to Boston. This is how people from Boston talk. They go, I'll eat some clam chowder. Murder, I forgot that was the thing. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's...
Christ.
Okay, none of them still want to talk to me. What about the murder? Oh, she just saw me in the street and turned around. Okay. So I'm still going to go through your gardens and steal all of your mint and things, though. Haha! You can't stop me. I watch Good Will Hunting. Yeah, the one where, Wait, is Robin Williams in that one? I know it's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Robin Williams isn't in that one, is he? Is he? Which one am I thinking of?
Swine!
What do you think you're doing here, subhuman? Well, nothing really.
Get lost.
I'm busy preparing for the stream. Now get your filthy particles out of my sight at once. Yes, sir.
Jeez.
This isn't going to work. I'm going to have to sneak in at night. Oh, okay. Do I have another book that I can read? I think I picked up 2. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was... I wonder if I can steal the gun now. He is in it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the one where there's a janitor who has a beautiful mind or something. And he solves an equation on a board. And then he's like, whoa, you solved that equation. He's like, yeah, I did. And then the rest of the film happens. No greater motivator than a free beer brew. Don't say that's the only reason you're after here, Grandma. Haven't you ever heard the phrase, all's well that ends well? Now shut up and get guzzling. I'm gonna drink you under the table. Are you ready, sweetheart?
Seriously?
You gotta be kidding me. Bring it on, drink queen.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby! Told you, she's the drink queen.
Cheers.
Oh, I actually have to beat her in a drinking contest. Oh, this is bad. They apparently have patched this to make it easier, though.
Cheers.
I wonder if they just reduced the amount that you need to win by, or they haven't actually made the contests. This doesn't feel any different if they've patched it, I'm going to be honest. I think they've just reduced the number of wins down. Yay. Is this the best time to be drinking? Yes. Most of the plans revolve around drinking in this game.
Yeah, the drink queen reigns supreme. What the hell? But I already drank a ton. How is there this much left?
Oh man, I'm gonna need that Ray to fix my liver after this. Yeah, it was 5 before, but that was, I don't know. It was 5 against the Reverend. I don't know how many it was against the Witch, because it's the first time I've played against her, but it doesn't feel like they've made it easier, so I think they've just reduced the win. You only need to win 3 instead of 5, which is easier. I just need to drink a little bit more.
Naomi, I think you might be underselling it slightly.
7 bottles. I mean, can I not just break the bottles?
I know it seems like a waste, but maybe you should just...
Yeah,
chuck
exactly.
the
They heard of a
vampire's blood
sink.
out.
Cease this at once.
Hey, it's the Reverend. Every drop of alcohol is a drop of his blood. Such blasphemy. You would sell all of humanity by throwing away these sacred waters. I won't allow it. What? Where did you come from? Where there is alcohol, there is God. And where there is God, there is your vicar. Okay. I am a vicar, Miss Hayward, and yet I struggle to look upon you. I know I did something bad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I'm making amends by drinking all of this expensive whiskey. But I also owe you an apology. You were only trying to do what you thought was right when you drugged and kidnapped my granddaughter. I must accept that fact. You'll definitely end in the hospital. It's a shame the doctor doesn't like you anymore. I know. And he charges me 90 quid to cure a cold. Imagine how much he's going to charge me for a liver transplant. It's like American healthcare. Therefore, I must purify my sins with the power of this holy water. Hmm?
Forgive me, lords, that I have sinned.
Holy shit, he's really hammering it down. Thanks, Vicar. We might just get through this in time. Jeez, he's not even listening. Damn drunk just can't help himself.
I guess it's the real status of a drink king and drink queen, is that they're both like, no, we can't possibly pour out whiskey this nice. We must drink it. Oh. And a true drink queen doesn't even get a hangover the day after. All right, here we go. You nervous yuppie. I don't know, it sort of feels like I'm just watching this all play out from behind a screen or something. Ah, a little late for that, don't you think? Anyhow, check this out. That's my Flamingo account.
Seriously?
Holy crap, 3 million followers? I've never seen a number that big before. So no matter what weird shit may be floating through your mind right now, there ain't no turning back, yuppie. Yeah. Got it? Then let's head out to the square. You're the official photographer of this streaming event, remember? It's showtime, sister. Get out there and act like you're ready to do your job. I know, I know. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna let you in on the real journalist's secret to success. When you get to the point where you're thinking, oh no, I'm screwed, that's when you really gotta shine. And in that moment, all you need to do is... I'm not doing the lobster pose. Oh. Lobster! I'm just so happy that Daniel actually contributed to the plot finally. Like it took the whole game, but Daniel actually did something. And the computer ground said scoop lobster. Ah, okay, that does make sense. Oh, this is Shelley Bell. I don't know who this is, but she's a new character. According to a press report released from Morning Bell, the massive media conglomerate based on New York City, at 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. GMT tonight, they don't say that on the news, but okay, they plan to make a shocking, world-changing announcement from the small town of Rainy Woods located in northern England. We're in northern England, are we? Okay. The details have not been made clear yet, but the press report states the following. I like how that is literally just a photo of New York, I guess, and they've just like done the posterized edges effect, I think that is, in Photoshop. That's the effect that I use when I want to make a real life thing look like a cartoon thing. And then I even put like an outline around the side of it, so it's got the black lines. And then they've just put a picture over the front of it. It's such a lazy back. It's fine though, I guess. I mean, maybe it makes more sense than texturing all those buildings just for this one shot, but he's not supposed to be the only reason this game exists. He was always important. I mean, he was important in our hearts, sure, but to the plot, no. Up until this moment, the insular rural town of Rainy Woods has kept a miraculous therapy technique all to themselves. Thanks to the efforts of Morning Bell's research team, this technique has been rediscovered using scientific technology. Rumours are currently circulating online due to a leak that states this therapy has the power to cure late-stage cancer. If this is true, it means the people of Rainy Woods have used tradition as an excuse to stand by and watch thousands of cancer victims die. Wow, I mean, they're really going hard on this. In response to this, a pediatric cancer specialist commented claiming this to be inexcusable from any ethical perspective. Other late-stage cancer specialists have also shared similar statements of disapproval. All we need now is Daniel to shout, "Yeah, baby." Yeah, that's how it ends. Naomi shouts lobster and does the lobster pose, and Daniel jumps on a sheep and shouts, "Yeah, baby." This gave birth to the hashtag OpenRW movement that is currently escalating on the internet. And as we speak, debates continue to rage concerning whether or not late-stage cancer treatment is actually possible. Meanwhile, a massive piece of graffiti art has been spotted on the wall of a hospital in Rainwood, Arkansas. The movement is showing no signs of quieting down, and some fear bigger problems are already on the horizon. Does the miraculous treatment technique that hails from Rainy Woods actually have the power to cure late-stage cancer? Countless eyes from all over the world are now focused on this quaint little town. Honestly, this feels like the ending of some children's animated cartoon where, like, there's no way, like, even with all the sort of suspension of disbelief for this being a fantasy world where people can turn into cats and dogs, but there's no way that people would react to the events that are happening in the way that they are reacting, but they need to because the plot demands it. And it's just like we're gonna. I can fully see Nicholas Anderson being blasted off into the sky and then just being like a little blink, like Team Rocket style at the end of this. I'm calling it now. With 30 minutes out, hurry, you miserable subhumans!
Oh?
This ain't good. We're in deep trouble here, sweetheart. Think about it. We ended up drinking all of the vampire's blood. Yeah, I know. That was the plan, wasn't it? Take a chill pill, Granny. No, that's not what I mean. Think about it. Really think. That means the bottle is empty right now.
Seriously?
Surely it's only thanks to the good grace of the Lord on high that we haven't been found out. Oh, sorry, that's bad name. Surely it's only thanks to the good grace of the Lord on high that we haven't been found out by now. What should we do? Don't panic. We just need to fill the keg back. I'm going to pee in the bottle, aren't I? They're going to make me turn into a dog and pee in the bottle. Yeah.
Truly.
Indeed. We simply need time to fill the bottle back up with fake vampire's blood. We'll both some time then. Go and call that mad scientist over here. I'm going to pee in the bottle. So basically, those two are the ones who've been controlling the entire town of Rainy Woods from the shadows. If you want to keep on experimenting here, it's definitely in your best interest to introduce yourself to them. Those two lesser subhumans. They're laughing for me, I don't need to.
What's up?
Right, first things first, let's give you a proper welcome.
Toast, if
We've
you
brought
will.
the holiest of God's waters with us. Come, let us raise a toast.
Lost your mind.
But the stream is about to begin. What? I heard the beer is practically like water to you Americans. Not to worry, we've got some good gin tucked away around here somewhere. It's practically water to us. So be it. I happen to be using supplements to strengthen my liver.
Behold my
You think this swill could get me drunk? Feast your eyes on the power of science, subhumans. And then they'll shower the villagers with your pee. Yes. That is what this game has been. This game has been building to. All this entire game, I think, was just a way for Swery to indulge in one of his fetishes. I think that's what it is. I think he's just really big on the water sports, and I need to get this out there, and I want to make a game. I need to build a game around this fetish. Wow, we actually managed to stop him right in his tracks. But how are we going to stop swapping the fake vampire's blood?
Naomi, have you forgotten your training in the mountains? You're the one that made the massive beanstalk grow, remember?
Oh yeah, I just thought of something. It might work, but damn it, why me? No, there's no time to think. I'm just going to have to do it. Pee on the vampire's blood. See, turned into a dog in the vampire's blood. Just watch out for Dr. Nicholas. He's on the stage, so you need to use stealth to avoid detection. Okay, we might be here for a while then. Okay, I guess... can I... I can't stealth as a dog.
Swine!
Okay, that doesn't count as being hidden.
Swine!
Fiend, you're trying to destroy the Trinity Incredibilis Ray, aren't you? Hugh, I've got a job for you. There's a subhuman terrorist here who needs to be dealt with. Oh. Well. You filthy little subhuman maggot. How dare you try and undermine me? I hope you enjoyed your pathetic life because it's over now. Wahahaha. Yeah, that could definitely happen if I'm not careful. That mad scientist catches on to me, have ruined my whole life. Now come on, now's not the time to get in cold feet. If I get scared, I'm screwed. I need to get into stone cold killer mode. Okay. That's not stealth. A box. Yeah, I definitely don't have a... Okay. I'm just going to have to go all the way around in one go, I think. I guess you can still see me over here. Yeah, it's close enough. Do I then need to get out? Can I not just leave? I guess I need to get back the other way now. Oh no, there's another box. Why do I need to do 2 boxes? How much of this stuff are they planning on shooting?
Swine!
Dang it.
Swine!
Okay, I was trying to, fiber wire. I can't hold the fiber wire with my dog hands. Paws, I suppose you would call them. Okay, I was trying to be too greedy and get all three in one go, but I think I need to go in, pee, and then retreat. Rotate back round. He seems to just do it on a timer, so go in, P. I'm gonna wait for him to do it again, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Because he didn't turn around last time. Back in. Oh. Wait, he hasn't seen me? I missed.
Swine!
Dang it! I thought that I was hidden behind the person, but I guess I'm not.
Swine!
Yeah. Hang on. I notice this doesn't feel like the climax of the game yet. It feels really, again, sort of like... This feels like a mid-game antic. Okay, you didn't see that. That's fine. Right, I'm gonna wait for him to go again. Go on, turn all the way around. Go, huh. Can I hide? I'll try your suggestion of hiding behind the cage. Okay, yeah, he can't see me behind the cage. That worked. Cool. So I only had to succeed at that one without being caught. Sorry to interrupt all the mirth, but Dr. Anderson, it's about time to go. We wouldn't want to have you interrupt the stream for a bathroom break, so you should probably take care of it now.
Ridiculous.
Imbecile, I've already taken a supplement that boosts my bladder control. So long, lesser subhumans.
Huh?
How'd it go?
What's that?
Oh, there's no need to worry. I'm sure that Miss Shaywood employed her mercurial wit to think of the perfect solution.
Nope.
I'm not sure I would describe it so eloquently, but just trust me on this one. There's no way the Trini Credibilis Ray is going to work now. I mean, God knows what effect it's going to have, but that means we get to sit back and watch it all come tumbling down. Yeah, time for us to see what sort of mess this stream ends up as. Yeah. It's not the web stream I'm worried about, it's your stream, Naomi.
Time for the experiment to begin. So sorry to keep you all waiting, squirming subhuman rabble of the world. Listen up. Rejoice, for you are about to witness a miraculous new form of medical treatment. In your wildest dreams, or even perhaps your darkest nightmares, you miserable creatures could never possibly imagine the phenomenon you're about to witness today. But in order for you subhumans to fully understand the importance of the experiment I'm about to perform...
You do make a good point, Satradis. My
we
pee
must go
probably
back to
is
1940.
quite...
Dr. Anderson,
Quite
let
out-
me remind you that
yeah, quite a lot of that
capitalist
probably
society
is
values
vampire
evidence
blood.
over debate. I've prepared a segment to discuss the details of the experiment, complete with its own special flip chart.
Or, yes, that the vampire blood itself was just urine in the first
Well,
place.
if my sponsor is that adamant about it, I suppose there's no harm in adjusting my schedule. Pay close attention, insects of the world. This very moment, Nicholas Anderson is going to change the future of the human race. Behold the power of science.
That's a small cage,
Allow me to increase the output.
considering he's going to turn them into humans.
Ha! What a shambles. They outdid themselves with the spectacle, but it was all a hollow pretense.
If only the great Lizzie Borden could see this. I wonder if the max output level is 42?
But that's impossible. So be it. Full power.
Dreadful, huh?
What is that man doing?
It's weird that they gave so many of these people voice actors when this game has so little voice acting. Yeah!
Mr. White, you're the resident expert on Rainy Wood's history, right?
See?
Is
Boston
it true
accent!
this stinky little town's been hiding a miraculous cure for late-stage cancer from the world?
Oh, if only. Then my beloved Yvonne would still be here with me right now.
It's a lie? Nothing but a big fat lie?
I'm afraid I'm far too old to have the energy to entertain such hearsay.
What I can tell you is, that man there on the stage came up to me and said, "Sell all the land you own to us. Morning Bell News knows exactly how to get the most use out of it." Then he passed me a large contract that already had Mrs. Kelly's signature. But when
I sound
politely
identical
declined,
to him.
He tells me, "So be it.
All of
Not
you
like
need
it
your ears
matters.
checked. My
You
Boston-only
subhumans
accent
will end up
is
handing over all your land to us for free
impeccable.
anyway."
Yes, that's what he said.
You saying it was all just some heinous conspiracy?
You're saying it's all just some
Then the
heinous
miraculous
conspiracy?
treatment Morning Bell News advertised was nothing but a bald-faced lie?
They were trying to use this town to suck up people's cash with some phony medical facility. Then, they tried to push the hashtag OpenRW movement so you'd sell your land for cheap. They wanted Rainy Woods to be the most hated place on Earth.
That's what all this ruckus was for?
That's what all this ruckus was for.
Scary stuff,
See,
huh?
it's identical.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this little country town is clean, peaceful. Frankly, looks like your regular middle-of-nowhere town to me.
You're all wrong.
Yet some big corporation spent a ton of money trying to crush this town using fake news. You're gonna let them get away with this? Your town might be next. Think about it. Any one of you suffer the same fate. It's time for us to rise up. Forget the hashtag OpenRW movement.
It's really considerate of Morning Bell to keep letting them stream this.
Save RW. Save Rainy Woods from fake news. Lobster!
There we go. That's not how hashtags work. You can't put spaces in them. All you've done though is do hashtag open and then RW. God damn it. Oh, it seems the hashtag save is working. Trending even. No one trending hashtag has just switched over to save RW. No, it hasn't. No, because they're all doing it wrong. People all over the world are rising up and advocating to save Rainy Woods. Immersion Ruin Refund game. Yeah! You can't even get this bit right. It's the easiest bit. The masses are standing up to the hoaxes and monopolistic evil foisted upon them by those in power. Was it fake news, though? Yeah. Because...
Tech team! What are you waiting for? Cut the cord! Stop the stream! I said stop the stream! What? It's going to take time to shut everything down? You useless morons! Just pull the wires out! Right now!
Nicholas, we're all interns. This is our first day.
Party of yours right now, or get ready to defend yourself in court when I sue you to the moon and back. Well, which will it be? Surely your genius brain can work that out.
But I just need my experiment to succeed. If it succeeds, then everything will.
Dr. Nicholas Anderson. That's it. Right here, right now, you're fired. Next time you see my face is in the courtroom.
What?
As for you, tech idiots, if you don't want to end up the same way as him, then stop the damn stream already. Blow the generator if you have to.
But that sounds really dangerous.
That stuff is expensive. I don't want to be responsible for breaking it.
The manual said to never stop a stream, even if you're getting flamed. All publicity is good publicity. So
we don't care about who killed Elizabeth.
You did this, didn't you? Subhuman. How dare you? How dare you turn me into content without my permission?
Yeah.
Lobster! Damn you! I hope you subhumans rot in hell!
You think I'm gonna let you go?
You! Do something, you imbecilic blockhead! That subhuman over there has yet to pay off her debt. Now get over there and do your job!
He got fired, so he can't... Oh, okay. Well, that all can do that. Wait, hang on.
Great lump kidnapped me. He said to me, he said, don't worry. The insanity this company's been up to will definitely catch up with
Was
him
she
one
not
day.
one of the dogs in the cage?
And yet, he didn't help you lot out when you were trying to stop the insanity. Honestly.
Okay, I guess we just let them out at some point. Yes, that's it. Crack his rib cage.
That scares me.
Says the woman who brought the wrath of the internet mob on a massive news corporation.
Guess you're right.
Oh, you're right. I did miss a perfect baby. You're right.
You're the one
That
responsible
was
for
my
this.
bad.
Don't think you won, little girl. You miserable excuse for a journalist.
Oh no, I know I didn't win. But the people of Rainy Woods did.
Screw you!
Everyone's
I'm going to
clapping,
get
but
my
none of them are
army
moving their
lawyers
hands.
And crush you like the tiny, insignificant, pathetic bug you are. Great work, Naomi. Just leave the rest to me. I'll email you later.
Whew. This the part where we get the happily ever after?
Lobster! We did it, Yuppie. We kicked their frickin' asses. You know, the first time I saw you, I had a feeling you'd rise up to kick some ass someday. But you also seemed like the ultimate chowderhead, so I wasn't sure which way it was gonna go. Should've known my intuition was right on the mark.
Clapping
I'm
their
amazed
cheeks.
you can
Oh,
say
yeah.
all that with a straight face.
All the residents of Rainy Woods are just dummy
there's still
thick.
room for improvement, a whole yacht load of improvement. So I'm gonna give you a little advice as your mentor here. The most important thing for you to learn is how to walk away from all the assholes in the world. Otherwise, they'll just trick you into a big pile of debt again.
Okay.
But enough about that. We should be celebrating right now. You, me, all the pumpkins, we frickin' did it! Hey, Yuppie, what are you doing?
Walking away from an asshole. Just like you taught me.
It's
Later.
Lobster!
Yay. You can't just you can't just turn people into dogs. That's not how this game works. Ignoring the fact that Naomi, I don't know, we haven't actually learned an explanation. There's still so much stuff that hasn't been explained, like why people can turn into cats and dogs, why Naomi has the power to do it willingly when no one else seems to, and who killed Elizabeth, the main plot of the game. Oh, the truth behind the man. Dr. Nicholas Anderson is an animal lover. One woman in a radical town renewal project. The world speaks out. Oh, those are incredibly well rendered character models. You've gone too far this time. One freelance journalist and what she was able to accomplish. Dark rumors circulating animal welfare organizations. Director of Morning Bell News resigns amidst allegations. Not recommended for the faint of heart. My trip to the infamous town of Rainy Woods. There's two more, so settle in. The Ray and the scientist dude can turn them into cats and dogs. No, he couldn't. That's not how it worked. He said that he would figure it out later. All he was going to do was turn the people who could already turn into cats and dogs into people in order to get money and interest in the town, and then he was then going to figure it out later. But he needed to prove it first before he could get the money to actually research it. He didn't know how... That stuff didn't work otherwise. It just forced the transformation. An age in which video evidence means absolutely nothing. Major social media servers delete all traces of Rainy Woods. That seems like a bit much. Epilogue. Okay. Again, we haven't solved... We haven't solved the main plot of the game, but sure, we're in the epilogue. Is she just going to show up alive? Is this really the end? Really the ending you wanted? Who cares? I'm not going to start this job because I really wanted to. Alright then, if you're fine with it, then so am I. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep my eyes on the whole hashtag SaveRW situation to see how it all pans out. I'll be saying sayonara to this town pretty soon. I mean, not like I'm going to find anyone posting stuff about the hashtag SaveRW here. What are you going to do? I don't know. I'm still thinking. I figured you'd say that. Well, just make your journey of self-discovery... There's a word missing there. Well, just make your journey of self-discovery doesn't take your whole life. Life's a lot shorter than you may think it is. Later, chowderhead. Lobster! So long, Lobster.
After the stream, Morning Bell News' stock price crashed. All of the management were prosecuted and resigned, with CEO Flora Kelly at the forefront.
I feel like that's... Okay, again.
Meanwhile,
yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Naomi signed a special contract with the new managers. As part of that, Morning Bell bought Naomi's Flamingo account for a hell of a lot of money.
That never works, by the way. It never works to buy someone's social media account and then rebrand it, because people just go, well, I didn't follow for this, and then they unfollow.
In return, Naomi announced to the world that the entire stream was all just a fiction of her creation. She claims she staged the broadcast in an attempt to revitalize the small town of Rainy Woods.
But then if she did that, then surely all of the CEOs and stuff that had to step down would then be allowed to just go back?
And so, with Naomi's confession, the curtain was finally closed on the incident. At long last, Naomi managed to pay off her debt, and still had a nice amount left over from the sale.
Ooh.
Obviously, such an admission meant she had to give up her role as a journalist.
That's fine, I can become a... Oh, I got 2 million! Well, that does make the rest of the game a bit easier.
I'll go sit.
Drinking this early in the day, seems like you're all really living the high life now, Naomi Hayward.
Good day.
But beer simply doesn't fit your character. I can't think of anyone else who would look better drinking absinthe right now.
Jeez.
Okay, just tell me what you want already. We came to thank you on behalf of the entire town. Everyone's grateful for what you did, and as their representative, I feel it only suitable that I pass it on directly. Thank you so much for all your help.
Seriously?
Wait, hold on. I'm the one who caused all the trouble to happen in the first place. You shouldn't be thanking me. I should still be apologizing. Are you mental? You aren't the only person Morning Bar News could have sent here.
Indeed.
They could have sent someone with class, education, someone smart, resilient, hard-working, accomplished, charismatic, quick-witted, or a totally unscrupulous person for all we know. Yeah, I guess you're right. And you very well could have acted like a smart person had you wanted to, but you chose justice, right up to the very end. Even if it did happen due to ephemeral happenstance, that's still enough for you to deserve our gratitude. Happenstance, huh? Yeah, who am I to say? Naomi Happenstance Hayward. Humans are just like poems. Something born from the miasma, purely out of coincidence. That is what we call poetry. That is what we call life. You should be proud that within that something you were able to find something good. You just never let up with the cheese, do you? Now that you've had more than your share of compliments, Miss Half-Wit Drink Queen, where do you plan to go from here? Don't you think it's about time you took a step forward in where it comes and taking your life, to taking back your life? Exactly. Now that you're a person of means, you can't possibly spend all your days submerged in a pub. William, do you remember your sister who died at the start of this game? No? Yeah, I know. I'm just stuck on the ultimate decision. The ultimate decision? Yeah, the ultimate goddamn hellhole of decisions. Oh.
That's right, Naomi. Just as you said, this is your ultimate decision.
What is it?
You've gained a lot while in this town, even learned some things, but you've also lost a lot, haven't you? It's time for this tale to come to an end. But which decision, which ending, is the right one?
Oh no, don't make me give away all my money! Dang it! Donate all my money to the town in order to keep its secrets well protected. Run back to New York City and live out the rest of my life drowning in luxury. I mean, that's the sensible option. Fine, donate.
Yeah.
That wasn't the decision I thought I was going to make, but fine. Alright, I made my decision. Hang on. I'm not going to be able to read my name in the... I don't think those are the real credits. Hang on.
5 days on from the stream, and hardly anyone was making posts using #SaveRW anymore.
So I gave away my £2 million.
Though later, some occultish kind of groups could be seen using it for their own purposes. Their posts mostly revolved around Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood. These have got to be out-of-place artifacts, they'd say, although it rarely caught on.
I think the moss is the only Ooper. The other two are just old.
And when a #SaveRW-centric blog posted snippets from a Morning Bell News article, those small groups were completely snuffed out as well.
Yeah, I can watch the credits in the menu if it doesn't show me them properly. And the Villager's Secret isn't my problem, but I'm still atoning, I guess, for causing the problem in the first place. So,
in those Morning Bell snippets, it basically said that Cortana, the glowing moss, and the vampire's blood could all be proven using modern science.
We drunk all the vampire blood, though. Oh, I suppose...
So all those occulty types couldn't rely on the hashtag to support their theories anymore.
Why does this matter? No one was got to this point in thinking,
and
oh
they
man.
Gradually moved on to #LobsterPose.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why it matters. Fair enough. Carry on. Yes. No. Absolutely. That's fine.
All right, lads and ladies, raise your hand if you're not here.
Good grief. How do you expect them to do that? Let's hurry up and get going already before my pies get cold.
Let us begin this celebratory banquet at once. First, a round of applause for this town's new hero and the sponsor of this grand feast, Naomi Hayward. Well done.
So I'm guessing I'd get a different ending.
I would
at
ask
this
for
point.
a toast, but before that, I have a very important announcement to make.
Sorry, but once the drinking starts, no one will listen, especially our guest of honor.
All of the money that Miss Hayward donated to our town will be used now and forever in protecting its secrets.
And as thanks, we hereby declare that Naomi Harewood is now an honorary citizen of Rainy Woods.
Congrats, Miss Honorary Citizen!
I always knew great things awaited you, Dame Hayward.
Now then,
I mean, I can turn in. I do have a house, and I can turn into an animal.
Benedict, if you would please lead us.
We are gathered here today, and I really have only one thing left to say. Cheers!
Cheers!
I'm really waiting for the bit where they go, oh yeah, what about Elizabeth? And it's not coming. Aha! There's Elizabeth, I guess. Congratulations on completing the Rainy Woods route. Naomi ended up losing her status as a journalist due to the Rainy Woods incident, but thanks to a certain crafty someone at Morning Bell, she managed to get her Flamingo account back. At one moment, she'd gotten over 3 million followers, a far cry from what she's got now, but it's still more than enough for someone like her, right? Now she just needs to keep uploading photos so that the steady stream of emojis doesn't dry up. With a little hard work, she might end up becoming yet another global influencer who lives in the middle of nowhere. I still believe in you, Nelly. Oh, so I've gone under 150,000.
And so, she became penniless yet again.
Oh, that's right. I'm dead broke again. I should have kept a little for myself instead of getting carried away and saying I'd donated it all.
Naomi, it's a fact of life that money comes and goes.
Yeah, but there's an achievement for getting £500,000.
Having wealth can bring richness to life. But what if you come to rely on it, eh? Go sod it. Who cares? As long as you're happy. Right, that's me done, I suppose. From here on, the story is yours to tell. Whatever happens though, Naomi, have a good life.
Alright, we've still got more storyline.
Chasing pointless gossip in the middle of nowhere. Maybe this is the career most suited for me.
Oh, but Miss Naomi, do be careful not to drink too much.
What? You're...
Okay, good. We are covering this.
The last one left the special running shoes with you. May I take them?
The last one. Is she a clone?
Thank you. I knew that going to Fancy and Bunny was the right choice. I feel like I could run a whole marathon in these.
But... you're...
Oh, and you're free to keep using your house in Rainy Woods however you please. It seems like everyone still has some favours to ask of you too. And perhaps there are even a few mysteries left for you to solve. I just hope you know you are free to stay in our town as long as it suits you.
But I saw you. You... It wasn't a dream, was it?
Happiness is something that travels from person to person. And this is Rainy Woods, the happiest town in the world. Does that make sense?
No. Why can you walk? Why are you alive?
What?
Uh...
Rainy Woods is the happiest town in the world? Happiness is something that travels from person to person? Who cares? C'est la vie! Goddamn hellhole!
What? What the hell was that twist? That wasn't a twist. That was just random. What was the implication? I need a second. So, the implication is that Elizabeth never died. And she swapped bodies with the CEO of Morning Bell News, which gave her the ability to walk. Okay, maybe there'll be something after the credits that might explain. Can I don't want to skip because I want to see my name in the credits, but I don't know. I don't know. She says the other one asked you to get her shoes, and so it makes it sound like there was a previous version of her, who couldn't walk, asked for shoes, then died. But then I guess maybe they changed time so that it wasn't her that died. It was the CEO who died, and then that meant that she lived, but she could now walk. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. That ending doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right, while we're waiting for the credits, I'm gonna just the Good Life ending explained. They're not the good place. Hang on, let's go to the Good Life game on Steam. That's where I've been going into the discussion boards. I cannot, like, unless there's some extra bit that's like, unless there's some like extra bit that, I mean, yeah, there are aliens in the game, so maybe it is just aliens. Trey confirms no change to the aluminium cans. Damn it, Sweary! So I'm just reading, I'm just Googling the forum bit now. Right, search discussions, ending. Okay, so I'm just reading. I'm reading forum posts about people who have done other stuff and seeing if there's like. Oh, okay. Oh, no, that doesn't. I mean. The good thing is we don't appear to have missed anything. Apparently, if you talk to townies now, they will. Impossible to complete. Oh, cool, great. So I can't finish the main quest. It's just. Huh. Display tags. Oh, come on. It's got to at least have a sword tag. So, people are saying that if you talk to townies, they don't have any memories of her death, vaguely referring to a time when something bad happened. So someone's speculating that she is the literal spirit of rural England, protecting the magical secret of the countryside, because she appears at the top of the Anglican church where the Britannia statue broke, which I got at the start of the game, and which coincided with Naomi's arrival and her death. So, it's just she's a spirit of some kind, and she just murdered that lady. I mean, yeah, it looks like she just reroute time. So yes, rather than trying hard to collect aluminium cans, people use social media to scare developers and try to get them easily. This is not the right way to play video games. And it's like... Okay, so... I spent 2 entire in real life human days trying to craft aluminum chunks, and here at Swery's reply is, keep doing, you can do it. It's like, come on, just stop being stubborn and admit that the... It's also a deception to prod Naomi to undergo her character arc, to spot which needed to happen. She was in a wheelchair at first. Maybe she was ill and declining in the events of the story regenerated her. Naomi goes from an obnoxious money-grubbing six like a... Oh, okay, I guess that maybe makes some kind of sense. Oh, look, there's this character called Soiree. He's surely not anything related to the director of this game. Hey, what are you doing here? I'm a special reward for Kickstarter's backers, Hoot.
Yeah.
So I can't talk to you. Don't understand? That's perfectly fine with me, Hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if one of the Kickstarter rewards was that you could have a meal with Soiree, that's it. That's the reward. He just sits here. I guess I'll take a photo of him. Yeah, so she's some kind of like Celtic. What's up, dude? She's some kind of Celtic god spirit thing, and she was in decline, which is why she was sick and in a wheelchair. And so she orchestrated events in order to get Naomi to come to this town, zhuzh it up and revitalize it. And in spending the money in revitalizing the town, she restored Elizabeth to her former glory, I guess. So, no, she is the woman from Katana. No, that was a different spirit. We killed her. And we don't own Katana anymore, so... Yeah. I mean... Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. But reading that I guess kind of makes sense as an explanation for the ending, I guess. To our brothers readers, we're very sorry for not sending any newsletters in such a long time. Today we are forced to make a very sad announcement. This will be the last issue of the Rainy Woods Info Newsletter. Unfortunately, the only explanation we can give is our decision to end the newsletter is related to the Save RW movement. But we'd like to thank you for all your support until now. That's all for today. Have a good life. So yeah, so E was apparently if you finish her side quest, which was the thing I was reading about, that doesn't lead anywhere. She gives you a reward, but then that's about it. Cherry blossoms, cute squirrels, Sunday scenery, alkies, and long-haired women. Well, Sweary, I'm pretty sure, is an alcoholic, so he can go in there. I don't have any pictures of any long-haired women, but I'm pretty sure Sweary counts. Oh, does he not? But he's the drinking. How can he not count as an alky? Oh, well. I'll load a picture of him anyway. Yeah, that was a good life. Well, I tell you what, let's save. I want to check one thing. I want to see first of all whether I can. So let's save. First of all, I want to see what if I can load and get the other ending. That was 5 minutes ago. That was basically when I finished the quest. Where does this one take us? Oh, so I got to do the drinking and then the sneaking minigame. Can I even skip the cutscenes? Let's see if I can skip the cutscenes. And if not, then we will. We won't bother watching the other ending. You can go watch it on YouTube, but not this YouTube. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I maintain my thought that I feel like this game would be better without that plotline. Just gonna take a photo of the two of you for later. Actually, I'm not gonna keep this save file, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. I don't... Yeah, I feel like I feel like a lot of stuff, like the people turning into cats and dogs at night on like a specific day of the week. Apart from that, literally that one quest where I had to drug the little girl as a cat, which honestly, I probably could have just done that anyway. As a human, just if she's a little girl, just knock her unconscious or something, or just give her a sweet with a, the normal way that you kidnap children. There was literally no point to that entire mechanic. That whole mechanic was pointless. And I have a feeling it was one of these things where he came up with it, but then... Alright, can I... I mean, I can...
Yeah, baby!
When there's no dialogue, I can skip through at least. Just need to focus for 2 seconds while I...
Cheers.
Easy, in the center. There you go.
Cheers.
Ah.
Can't
Dang it.
drink any more.
Does that matter? Do I need to win that to progress?
Not.
Okay. No, I just get a failed state and I have to do it again. Oh, but at least I got my drinking back. Salutations, Darian. Yes, I am moving to Twitch tomorrow. This is my final YouTube stream.
Seriously? Yeah, baby!
Just want to see what the difference is, really, more than anything. See if after 6 months on Twitch there's a notable difference in engagement. It's a shame because I like YouTube.
Cheers.
I've gotten quite comfy on here, but it's sadly not the best for discovering
Cheers.
small streamers. Ooh, there we go. Boosh. So what was that quote about Dick Whittington about? I don't know. I think that's maybe like... Okay, I can skip. I think that the stuff with like Dick Whittington and the other one were like the explanation for the cat and dog stuff, but it was never actually confirmed.
This at once.
Do you need to add a phone number to open a Twitch account? No, I don't think so. I think you can do an email verification.
Give me laws and I have sinned.
And it... The only what you can do is basically as part of Twitch's anti-hate raid thing is you can set your channel so that only people who have registered with an email, or you could set it so that people who have only registered with a phone number can chat. I'm probably not going to be the target of any hate raids, honestly. I'm not really in the target demographic for hate raids, so I'm probably going to be my mindset so that anyone can chat. So we don't have to worry. I mean, I don't even think I've got a phone number registered to it. I think I've... Oh, no, I did add a mobile number when I did my two-step verification, so they can text me a number. Yeah, this goes a lot quicker when you skip all the dialogue and cutscenes, doesn't it? Still not that quick, though. I'm really curious just like where the game goes if you leave with your £2 million. Yeah, my phone has become worthless just because, like, all of the things that I've had to add my phone number for as like a mandatory step, and then I never answer my phone unless it is a. Yeah, exactly. I never answer my phone unless I recognise the number because it's just all spam calls now. But it is useful for two-step. It is useful for two-step verification. I'm going to turn the volume down just a smidge because I'm not actually paying attention to any of this shit. There we go. But yeah, it's useful for two-step. I will always say two-step is a good idea because it's just like the amount of times I've had an account where it's like, well, the amount of times someone's tried to get into an account, but then they've obviously tried to do something with that if they try to ever get into PayPal or try and do something in one of my accounts with PayPal, they'll need my phone. So it's and I can't rely on my passwords never getting leaked out because, like, every single website has a data breach every other day of the week. Damn it! Couldn't quite get behind the cage in time.
Swine!
There's an option to skip that scene, but I don't think the scene was on screen long enough for me to actually press the button to skip it. Come on, I just want to see what the alternate ending's like. And then we'll look at the back of credits, so I can see my name, I can prove that I gave this game money, and then we can call it a night. Go on, rotate. And rotate back. Oh, I may have fudged that. No, we're good, we're good. Move.
Swine!
Damn it! Turns around too quickly.
Swine!
I really wish it'd just give me a save at the choice instead. It's fine, it's fine. I'll be so annoyed if I do this and we get to the choice and it's just literally, no, Naomi, you can't do that. Well, hasn't all of your experience changed you to the better? And it's like, really? It's one of those ones where it's like you give me the choice, but I can't actually do anything different. I'll be so mad. That would just be the sort of final nugget of shit on the otherwise pissy icing that this game, the end of this game has. All right, I'm gonna wait for him to because actually no, I probably would have had enough time to do that one, but. Damn it, trying to rush. There you go. Double tap. Wait for him to rotate. There you go. And back again. That's it. Okay. Skip. Right, the rest of this is all voiced cutscenes, so it should be quite easy to skip to the end this time. Skip. The terrible hashtags. Yeah. Okay, thought this one was a... Skip. And then we've got to skip through all these news articles. You can hear me frantically tapping as we try and get back through this stuff again for the second time. Alright, skip. Skip.
See ya.
Okay. I think this is about where I make my choice.
After the all mean as in Rachik and so of the.
It was definitely whilst I was in the pub, wasn't it? Yeah, so there's my debt paid off. And my 2 million reward money.
How goes it?
Good day.
Oh, jeez. Seriously?
Indeed. Indeed.
That's right. It's time for this tale to come
Okay.
to an end.
Let's see ending B.
Which
Yeah.
decision?
I made my
Which
decision.
ending is the right one.
Okay. Skip the credits.
5 days on from the stream, and hardly anyone. Though
Yeah,
later,
in that one.
some occult.
Yeah, you started talking about the occult. This stuff hasn't changed.
These are, and when those in those morning it bit. So all those occulty,
Yep. Random.
and they gradually
Moved on to the lobster pose. Yep. Come on, let's see the decision. Didn't you expecting to accidentally get it through the good ending? I almost did. Now we can finally put the Raineywood scandal behind us. Thank you so much for everything, Naomi.
Yeah,
Right back at you. Here's to the new CEO, Miss Lucy Turner. The new CEO, Miss Lucy Turner. It's hard for me to believe it actually happened. It still doesn't feel real. Yeah, when you reach that do-or-die point, reality just goes out the window. Trust me, I should know. I hope that's all this is. In any case, I promise that while I protect the position of CEO from evil, I'll also protect the secrets of Rainy Woods. Can't make any promises if I end up getting canned like our last CEO, though. Yeah, then we're just out of luck. And if Flora Kelly 2.0 ever happens to appear, then I'm sure the Naomi Howard 2.0 and Lucy Turner 2.0 will put their heads together and figure something out. Yes, you're right. Idiots like us are a dime a dozen, after all. Exactly. Here's to us and the ordinary chaos that ordinary idiots like us can create. Haha, cheers. All right, now let's get crunk already.
Yeah,
The city that never sleeps. Damn, I love New York.
Cheers.
Oh. We're being watched at by a bartender. And I earned some badass shoes, shiny metallic shoes filled with incredible power. So cutting edge and stylish that are sure to boost the abilities of whoever wears them. And a badass jacket, a shiny metallic jacket filled with incredible power, so high quality and avant-garde, I'm sure to boost the abilities of whoever wears it. And some badass trousers, shiny metallic trousers filled with godly power, so stunning and state-of-the-art that surely to boost the abilities of whoever wears them. Congratulations on completing the New York route. Naomi ended up losing every last penny, but she still managed to somehow keep her hands on the cutting-edge clothing she bought on a whim. Maybe a bit too flashy for an idyllic town like Rainy Woods, but it'll definitely make you feel like a queen of style. This may help to make her future days in Rainy Woods a bit less torturous. Have a good day.
And so she became penniless yet again.
So wait, did I spend all my money on clothes and booze? I had £2 million. That's a lot of clothes and booze. Why did I come back to Rainy Woods? Oh yeah, now I remember. How was I supposed to know that guy was a forward trading scammer? Oh, there we go. That's actually lost her money because she's a moron. It's weird though. I didn't even remember signing that contract.
Naomi, it's a fact of life that money comes and goes. Having too much money can tend to attract unforeseen dangers. Balance is important in all areas of life. You get the drift. Right, that's me done, I suppose. From here on,
If they
the
are
story
aluminium,
is
they are
yours
priceless.
to
I mean, yeah, if I can melt these clothes down into some aluminium chunks, they'll be absolutely worth
Whatever
it.
happens though, Naomi, have a good life.
So that feels like the
Pointless gossip
better
in the
outcome.
middle of nowhere. Maybe this is the career most suited for me.
Oh, but Miss Naomi, do be careful not to drink too much.
I mean, we'll watch this and see if it changes.
What?
But
You're...
The last one left the special running shoes with you. May I take them? Thank you. I knew that going to Fancy and Bunny was the right choice. I feel like I could run a whole marathon in these.
But... you're...
I'm just having a.
Oh, and you're free to keep using your house in Rainy Woods however you please. It seems like everyone still has some favours to ask of you, too.
Oh, I see.
And perhaps there are even a few mysteries left for you to solve. I just hope you know you are free to stay in our town as long as it suits you.
But I saw you. You... It wasn't a dream, was it?
Happiness is something that travels from person to person. And this is Rainy Woods, the happiest town in the world. Does that make sense?
So okay, so
Rainy Woods is the happiest town in the world? Happiness is something that travels from person to person?
I guess.
Who cares? C'est la vie! Goddamn hellhole!
Okay. So that didn't seem to actually matter. Then, I mean, the difference is that I got clothes. So I mean, I'm almost definitely going to stay with this ending. Impossible to complete. Because I swear he's still here.
Yeah.
I'll just check my emails and see if that's different, but I doubt it is. I feel like I was going to just do this ending to see what it was like and then load up the other ending. Because I thought, well, surely the ending where I donate all my money to the town is the good ending. But I didn't get any rewards for the good ending. Did I? I didn't get any rewards for the good ending, did I? No, I would have remembered. I would have read them out with the same enthusiasm I read out the other one. But in this ending, I got a full set of clothes that gives me a whole load of buffs. Nope, just the termination notice like we got last time. Well, I mean, cool. I got a new set of clothes for Naomi. Always be selfish is the lesson. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, I got stressed just by standing here. Yeah, there doesn't seem to have been any negative. There's got to have been. Hang on, badass. No results were found for badass, but the clothes are called badass clothes. I have no idea. I guess I'll just stick with this stuff then, because look at it. There we go. I wanted to zoom out so I could see the whole set of clothes. But apart from anything else, yeah, it just gives me like a whole load of boosts and stuff that's gonna, make the rest of the game easier. Yeah, I guess I'll just stick with these clothes then, if that's the only difference. Huh. I mean, I'll save and maybe check it. Maybe there's like some benefit where, because you've donated money to Rainy Woods, like the shop prices all come down by like 80% or something, which just makes the rest of the game a lot cheaper to finish. I mean, the aluminium requirement's still a problem, but I'll look that up in my own time. To finish this off, I want to see my name in this bloody game. So this game was started with support from over 12,000 backers on the Kickstarter campaign. Now, I backed this quite early, so I should be. So yeah, that's the tourist. That's the guy who like paid a lot, and then there's the hungry fan who paid also a lot, but not quite as a lot. I think he got actually to go and have a proper actual meal with Swery. Photogenic person. I guess they got photos in the game. Chef. I think they got to. I think they're the like 7 people that got to eat a meal with Swery in the game. And these are the 4 that got statues of themselves made. Steve Lin, Ritsu Yamagachi, Kyle Strong, and someone else. I'm in the lowest tier, I should point out. Alex Mathieu. Swery fans. Dead villagers. Oh, these are the people who got on the tombstones. There was a lot of tiers, and they were all really expensive, which is why I didn't pay for any of them. I'm looking at the. I'm actually looking at the Kickstarter. Awesome. I think I'm in this tier. No, I'm not. I got the tier below this. I got the... I got an early bird, so I think I'm in the lowest tier. Yeah, I think I just got the good life tier. Oh man, it's really hard to. Okay, I think it's left to right alphabetical, but it's in chunks. So I need to be ready with the screenshot button. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Na, na. So did I get the Joyful Life? Naming outfit, 4 digital. No, I think I'm in the good person, which is the one after this. So this is 1,783 people. I'm in the tier that has about 4,000 400 people. So, you know, my contribution is somewhat lessened by the fact that it comes after all of these other names, but that's fine. I feel I can talk about the game while I'm waiting for my name to come up. Yeah, this game, it's a funny story. I had an idea, which I think I will do. It's reasonably expensive, but I think I can mitigate the cost by buying them used. I was some time off over. I was thinking about, like, for the new year, leading up to the new year, I thought I would find the 5 of the worst rated games of the year and play them the week leading up to New Year's Day, with New Year's Day being the worst game of the year. Spoilers, it's Balan Wonderworld. Good person. Oh, this is me. Alright, it's going to take a little while to get to J, but... so I was looking at Metacritic to see what the worst games of the year are, and this is one of them. The Switch version, in fairness, scored a lot worse. The other version scored a lot better. Well, they scored better. They're still around the sort of 5 to 6 out of 10 area, so it's not great. It's not super great, but yeah, I think a 6 out of 10 is 5 out of 6 out of 10 is probably about where I would put this game to. Like, I really try. There is stuff to like about this game, but I feel like it's all let down by the terrible balancing. The storyline just seemed to be all over the place. Like, I feel like that needed to be its separate game. Just put all of that stuff in somewhere else and just make this game into more of a Harvest Moon style game. Plus all of the stuff like being cut out, and yeah, there's a reasonably good game at the back of all of this, and I was invested enough to finish it, but the payoff just was confusing, and yeah, I've got more complaints. I think I've got as many complaints as I do have positive things to say about this game. I think that's... Yeah, no fishing, exactly. They cut the fishing out, and that was a heinous crime. I'm pretty sure... I'll have a look at it in a second. When I get to... I should have been there. I didn't see myself. Wait. The jacks are all over the place. This is confusing. I think I missed myself. There were jacks, and then there was a break, and then there were more jacks, and then there was another break, and there were more jacks, and I lost myself. I was in there somewhere. Oh, dang it. Well, I've recorded it. I will rewind the footage and try and find my name in slow motion, and then I will post it on Twitter. No, it's definitely Jack. They let me choose what name to put in it, and I knew that I would be streaming it, so I put Jack Dandy. I originally put Jack Dandy, the Dandy VTuber, and they came back to me and said that it was too long. And they had a character limit, so I changed it to Jack Dandy. It might have been Jack Dandy TDV, but yeah, it was definitely my this name. Because right, well, I will go and find that. When I was just looking at the thing, there was actually a list of all of the things that were unused from the original Kickstarter pitch. So, the Good Life NPCs will be even more unique than Deadly Premonitions. The NPCs have their own AIs that each have their own desires and parameters that determine their actions, so that didn't happen. Each NPC will have several motivation parameters influence their actions, preferences. For example, let's take the 3 desires: hunger, sleepiness, and lust. When they're hungry, the hungry motivation will trigger an action, and they'll eat. When they're sleepy, they're hungry. The sleepiness will win out, and the character will sleep. For example, I want to work and I want to visit, so you can expect all the base actions to come from these parameter changes. What's going to make it so that player actions, interactions, and actions between NPCs will also influence the parameters, so all that stuff got cut out. Player and NPC interaction will change on how NPCs behave. That it also affects who Elizabeth Killer ends up being. That I'll allow superfans. It will allow superfans who really want to play the game to the extreme to figure out what conditions cause which NPC to become the killer. So that all got cut out. But that's an interesting insight. This is what I mean. It's like it feels like that again. Just another case of Swery trying to do too much with too little. He had all these plans in mind, and then realized he didn't have the time or the money to put all of them in, and then it just made like loads of mechanics pointless, like the people turning into cats and dogs. Like me being able to turn into a cat and dog, fine. There's purpose for that, it was used throughout the game. But the villagers turning into cats and dogs was pointless. There was literally no reason for that to happen. We also plan to allow the AI to control the NPC autonomously. Each NPC will choose an action based on their own design. Oh, they did that. There will be GoPro-like gear for the cats and dogs. I'm also thinking of putting a drone in the game. We intend to make the drone really loud, and since this game takes place in a real town, everyone will stop and look upwards towards the drone when it's flying. It probably won't let you take photos in their natural state, so that got taken out. Townspeople's relationships will change based on how you play. In one town, you may see a surprising couple start dating, or a normal character in your town may become the mayor of your friend's town. That didn't happen. Naturally, the time and seasons will run on their own in-game clock. There will be special photos you can only take in certain seasons, which can be sold for lots of money. We want traditional English events to appear in their proper seasons. That didn't happen. Search through rainy woods to collect treasure which you can give to the cat dog villagers as presents. When you give gifts to villagers, their daytime sales will also change. That didn't happen. Again, I feel like that was the mechanic that justified it, and they had to cut it out. And the fishing was blatantly supposed to be in the game. So there was a green light that you saw at the tower, though. Maybe it was Science Mate using his laser. I think the whole cat dog thing was just it's one of the secrets of Rainy Woods, and that's why it's impossible to solve, because the spirit of Rainy Woods, or whatever, Elizabeth has decided that you can't solve the mystery. It's impossible, and she's gonna use her new running shoes to protect the mystery. I don't know. Oh, they also cut out the. They promised subtitles for the Spanish, German, Italian, and French, and they literally announced on the day the game was coming out that they weren't putting them in. So it's, again, it feels like just a huge situation of Swery being Swery and trying to do much with too little. I like Swery, and I think he has the potential to tell some really, really good games, but he needs someone to rein him in and tell him we don't have. I mean, someone to rein him in early rather than him getting halfway through development and realizing, oh, I don't have the time or money to finish this, and then we get shit like Deadly Premonition 2. We get this, which is better than Deadly Premonition 2, I will say. I honestly suggest. I mean, the English subtitles weren't exactly that good. There were constant words missing and grammatical mistakes. So, I mean, they barely had time to finish the English subtitles. So yeah, I don't know how bad the grammar in the French subtitles would have been. So I don't think you're missing too much. Yeah. But oh well, that was the good life. I've kind of lost all motivation to carry on playing for the side quests. Like, I was gonna, but I was also working under the assumption that eventually they would patch down the talk to the 28 NPCs. Which NPC have I missed? I mean, there's a couple of these that I'm quite close to getting, so I might just jump in, and I might do a couple to get the achievements, but yes, I'm only halfway done on the side quests. I've only done, I guess that must be like 31 side quests, 32 side quests. The shitty subtitles make it better. I mean, it doesn't make it worse, I'll give you that much. There's no hope the Elizabeth thing is ever going to get solved. No, I mean, I think that was the intent. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was the intended ending as far as that's the ending we got. but I don't think there's anything more than that. I think it is literally just maybe a release vision DLC. I don't think this game did, considering how hard it is for me to find discussion about this game. Like, the only place I can find discussion is the Steam message board. I don't think this game did very well. Like, I think the only reason it got made is because it got kickstarted and it was already paid for, technically. I mean, Microsoft would have had to give them some money to put it on Games Pass, but traveled 100,000 yards on a sheep. I've only traveled 40,000 yards on a sheep. Jesus. But yeah, you can see just from like the rates that people like. There's the one right at the bottom is for doing everything. Oh wait, no, that's. Won 100 drinking contests, even with the reduction to 3 beers. That's still a lot of drinking contests to win. That one is just dumb because you can only have 10 sheep at a time, so you just have to literally spam buying and selling sheep over and over and over again. 500 crops, and I've only done 5% of that. 1,000 photographs, 85 recipes, spent 12 months in game, excavated 500 times. So yeah, so this is what I mean. Like the actual congratulations on fully enjoying the good life. 0.01% of gamers unlock this. I don't think many more are going to do that, to be honest. I think that's one person. That's one really dedicated. It's just Swery. Swery's done this one, and that's it. He had the same problem in Deadly Premonition 2, where there were just these kind of challenges, but they were all really, really, really tedious, grindy stuff that just isn't fun to do. Some of these you can do reasonably easy in doing some of the other stuff. I mean, you can see that I've got like halfway on quite a few of them, but then when you get down to here, and they're all... Jesus Christ. 100 game overs. Again, that's just grindy. You just have to... It's not difficult. It's just... create an achievement just for himself, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I still like... It doesn't put me off Swery. Let's put it that way. I do still like Swery, and I still do maintain that he is a good writer. He just needs to be reined in by a better director. I think he's a bad director. I think he just needs to be written in. It seems to be reined in by a better director. He is apparently doing a game with Suda51, I think. I think it was Swery and Suda51. Suda51 also is a developer who yeah, so apparently they still want to create their horror game. This is as of 8th of July 2021. So, I mean, the fact that they've got an article that says they're still trying to make it happen doesn't sound super promising, I'm going to be honest. But maybe that. Suda51 is a developer that has a similar track record as Swery, but I think his games overall are probably better in just consistency. I think Deadly Premonition is better than anything that Suda51's made, but I think that overall, all of Suda51's games are better than the... It's kind of, you know, on average, they're better. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I thought that was only going to take an hour. I guess it's good that I set aside a whole stream slot for it, because it took us a whole 3 hours to see both endings and see the credits and to rant about the game. That's the best part of finishing a long game, though, is you get to talk about it and complain about its flaws, which are, I mean, yeah, you watch me play this game, they are evident. There are problems. Yeah, I really can't say anything. But I mean, the lobster pose, it's fine. That's my final thought. That's the most positive thing I can say about this game. The lobster pose is fine. I will say I do like the representation of the recreation of a British village. I think he did a really good job with like bringing Rainy Woods, the actual village, to life. There's a lot of attention to detail in so many different aspects of it that like just didn't need to do, and it's appreciated because it's. I don't think there's very few games set in the English countryside like this with this detail. Like there's games where you drive through the English countryside, but it's all just like fields. This feels like it could be a real village, and it's built in such a way that it makes sense. Like there's a logic to the formation of the town and the positioning of the houses and things like that. Like it feels very intentional. Yes, it's delightfully British. I would say that's probably the best thing I can say about this. It's just a shame about everything else. Also, what it just occurred to me, like the ending where like, the whole point of the game is that Naomi is a terrible person. She's learning to be better, but you only get rewarded for choosing the ending where she continues to be a terrible person. This game has so many mixed messages. Anyway, that's it. That's The Good Life done, and with that, that is the last stream on YouTube, at least for a little while. Who knows? In 6 months, I might be like, nope, Twitch sucks. I'm going back to YouTube, and then I'll come crawling back to YouTube with my tail between my legs. Who knows? That's the fun in finding out. So yes, from tomorrow, we should be over on Twitch. So I hope to see you all there. Maybe the NPCs will be different towards you in both endings. Honestly, from what I'm reading, it doesn't seem to matter. It seems to just be. It seems to be inconsequential. I think it's intended. There's probably an intention that people would react differently to you, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But yes. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, we are playing Sonic and Knuckles. I thought Sonic and Knuckles would be a good game to kind of kick off the festivities? Not really the word, but you know what I mean. Just kick things off. It's a nice, comfortable game. I'm going to spend tomorrow learning how to actually do Twitch. Like, I think I figured out some of the stuff. I might run some test streams tomorrow just to... So if you get a notification when I'm streaming, I'm not. It's just me playing around with the settings. So, apologies in advance. But, I shall... Yeah. Does it have fishing minigames? It's Sonic and Knuckles? No. It's Sonic and Knuckles. You fight robots. Or do you mean, does Twitch have a fishing minigame? I mean, maybe. It does have some pretty sensational add-ons. So yeah, so I shall see you tomorrow for Sonic and Knuckles. I can't... There is the option to... Well, that's fine. There is the option for me to put a schedule, but until I become an affiliate, I can't actually, like, say which games I'm going to play, so follow me on Twitter if you don't hate Twitter. And you will see my schedule, which I post the schedule there on Sunday, so you can see which games I'm playing. Or just tune in and be surprised. Maybe it'll be a game you like. Maybe it'll be a game you hate. Who knows? That's the exciting part. I say exciting. Anyway, yes. Good night, all. Thanks for watching if you did. I've been Jack Dandy. You've all been Just Dandy. This game has not been that dandy, but hey, it's dead now, so we can. Yeah, just fitting for Halloween, I guess. Managed to shoehorn it in at the end there. Anyway, one last time. Yeah, baby!